And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. How is everyone doing? Let me know if you can hear me okay. I want to make sure audio levels are all right. I think it should be good. But for those who are here already, appreciate you hanging out. And I guess I'm going to start signing in like 10 minutes or so, exactly 3 p.m. But I guess for folks who are newcomers to these kinds of streams, I only do them like once every blue moon, but I do them for, certain special occasions. So signings, there are a lot of fans of anime, and, some of them like to interact with the voice actors and have an exchange and, have like a little piece of memorabilia from them, signed prints, you name it. And usually, people go to conventions and get them signed in person and stuff like that, but some folks just don't have the opportunity to go to conventions. So for those folks, being able to do this digitally, I think is really cool, to be able to just like have a chat about the show that we all love and these characters. And I think it's just nice to be able to talk about this thing. And yeah, for those who are interested, it's not mandatory, of course. There's a link right here, streamly.com/Yong. Yeah, the prints are being sold there. And I'll sign them live and interact with you guys along the way. And it's just kind of like a fun, chill time with nothing, no big stakes really, just you can just hang out if you want. You don't have to buy prints. But for those who'd be interested in that, whether as a gift for yourself or for someone who might be a fan of the show or the character, I'm here for that. But appreciate all of you with the kind words already, folks saying hi in the chat. Spike Bebop says, you're amazing. How's the world of voice acting? Well, thank you so much. The world of voice acting is, it's a lot of work. And, you got to grind, right? You got to put the work in. But it makes it all worth it when you get those parts that you are dreaming to get. Pucci was not one that I was ever expecting to get. When I got the audition even, I was like, I'll give it my best shot. But, man, the odds of me, of all people, getting to play a JoJo villain, I thought were astronomically low. But, even if it's a 1% chance, 1% chance is still a chance. And fortunately, I happened to strike a bit of gold with this one. Obviously, it's luck that you define, because you still have to submit a good audition. You know what I mean? And ultimately, who's picked for a role is based on the audition that you submit. And the best audition that happens to match the best representation of the character that the production side of things has in mind. So you can shape your luck to a great degree, but even then, it's like you have to hope that you're able to guess what they want and then give them the best version of that. But let's see if I can. Man, there's already a decent amount of folks in the chat. I don't know if I can answer every single question. FDGSA asks, did Yong play Pucci and JoJo? Yes, I did. I happened to get the part, and for the English dub, I was fortunate enough to voice the character. Yeah, there's still a lot of people finding out. Like, whenever I post about it on Twitter and stuff like that, people are like, wait a minute, you were the guy who played the character? Which I guess on some level, the fact that you can't even recognize it's me is something of a compliment, I guess. But, voice actors aren't trying to hide their voice when they voice their characters. They're just trying to perform the emotions that are needed. But, there are those occasions where a character behaves so radically different or has a vocal quality that's so radically different from an actor's natural speaking voice that it can surprise people sometimes. So they're like, wait, that does not sound like that guy. I mean, obviously, my videos is how I talk, and I'm very flat and somewhat monotone in the way I speak compared to, the characters that I voice. So I know it does catch people by surprise when they find out that I can, act and do all this other stuff. Believe it or not, I've been acting longer than I've been YouTubing. It's just my tenure as an actor. That's something that obviously that didn't come into the public limelight until I started to do voice acting. But before then, I did years and years of theater. And that's what kind of trained me to be able to perform these voiceover gigs. So I'm super grateful that I got to do that, theater. And then I'm grateful that could serve as a stepping stone towards my voiceover career, which, has always been, for a long time, it's been a passion of mine to pursue. Matt H says, every actor or actress's journey comes to an end at some point. You as Pucci, RDJ as Iron Man, Daniel Craig as 007. Looks like Sarah Natochenny, who plays Ash Ketchum, and Tom Cruise, Ethan Hunt are next. Man, you're putting me alongside some really, really huge names. I don't know if I'm Daniel Craig or RDJ level, you know what I mean? But JoJo's still pretty big, right? I'm playing a JoJo villain. It's not something that many people can say they did, right? I can unironically say I played a JoJo main villain, and so that's still really cool, and I really take that as a blessing. But, yeah, I mean, it's bittersweet when a role that you've been voicing for months or years, when that role, sees its, goes through the finish line and you have to move on to another role. And, with JoJo especially, it being every season being a different cast of characters, it's like Pucci's probably not going to come back. So Stone Ocean is it. That's it for me and Pucci. But I prefer to think of it as celebrating the moments that I did get to spend with this character and the fact that, I got to play such a seminal role and such a big part of JoJo. I mean, this is the finale of the JoJo universe that kind of ranges from part 1 to part 6, and then part 7 and onwards, obviously, it's its own new timeline or universe or whatever you want to call it. And to be able to be there sort of at the finale is quite the honor. I'm going to start signing in 3 minutes. I'm just kind of starting the stream and getting to know you all and just kind of saying hi to folks before we get to signing. But we got PBREI here. So can we talk about how your voice was in the DS2 trailer as Sam walked out, or not, since you're probably under an NDA? I mean, just in general, it's good etiquette to not ask voice actors whether that was their voice or not and things like that, because even if it's not them, that could still be a hint, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna say like that wasn't me. Like I'm not in DS2, but I'll only say that once just to clear the air on that. I'm in other stuff that I can't talk about, but generally, yeah, from here on out, I'm not gonna clarify on any questions regarding are you in this or are you not in this, because again, whether I'm in it or not, answering the question can potentially break NDA or can potentially provide enough hints where people might be able to narrow things down. And I want to respect the privacy of when studios are ready to announce the cast of certain games. So I'm gonna keep those kinds of questions very vague by just saying no comment. Even if I'm not in something, I'm going to say no comment. It's just sort of etiquette that I need to learn to follow. Noel Garibay says, in order to prepare for the role of Pucci, did you watch the Sauce video where Michael counts prime numbers for 3 hours? No. I just, fortunately when you do voiceover, you got the script in front of you, right? Because you're not being filmed by a camera, and so you just have to perform vocally, and so you can get away with having lines behind the mic, if you will. And the prime numbers are listed there, so I don't need to memorize them. I didn't need to do anything crazy like that. Prime numbers, that's not something that I felt I need to heavily be invested in to be able to play Pucci appropriately. As long as I can count and read some lines, I'm good on that front. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can... Oh man, a lot of super chats coming in. Let's see. Ricky the Mad Dragon Yong, will you do more Yakuza slash Judgment games? Who knows? I hope so. That'd be really cool. I got to play Yasutaka Shirakawa in Judgment, or in Lost Judgment's DLC Kaito Files. I'm the final boss of that DLC, funny enough. That was really fun. Let's see. Amadís de Gauraza, saludos de la comunidad Latinoamérica, querido Yong, estoy pensando en ver la parte 6 en inglés debido a tu participación en ella. ¿Harías actuación de doblaje en español? Would I do Spanish dubs? If I'm given the offer, yes. I've done like 1 or 2 gigs in Spanish. One was like a commercial that I voiced for like this for a car, essentially. Like I think it was like a Toyota thing or something, and I got to do that purely in Spanish. And so I've gotten Spanish gigs, but I hope to get more of those and be able to play some major characters in Spanish, because I think some people are still surprised. I'm from Venezuela. Like, that's where I was born. A lot of people don't seem to know this for some reason, even though I've brought it up a lot. But I guess not everyone tunes into everything that I'm in. So yeah, I'm from Venezuela, and so I lived there for 14 years before I moved to America. So I'm fluent in Spanish, and so I get to do some Spanish dubs as well. I just hope, it's just this face doesn't communicate that I can speak Spanish, right? So I have to like put myself out there and be like, hey, if you need something done in Spanish, let me know, so I can get those kinds of roles. But I do get sent Spanish auditions and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to see that go further along. But I'm also pretty happy to voice stuff in English. So, it's not like the biggest deal in the world. Zitfell, I recently realized you worked with Patrick Seitz, Dio. How was it? What was it like working with him? Well, the thing about voiceover is that a lot of us often voice stuff individually, right? So it's not like Western animation where you get to have the whole ensemble in one booth and you get to like bounce off of each other. We come in individually at different times for sessions. And sometimes, like, if I go first, then I have no reference to bounce off of, like, another character speaking to me that might have not been voiced yet if I went first. And so I have to voice just using my instinct. But sometimes, the other actor playing this other character will have voiced the character before I did in a previous session. So I'll come in, I'll be able to listen to what they did and respond to it. But generally, yeah, we work separately. So I weirdly enough, I've not met Patrick in person yet or really had any interactions with him. But I hope we can encounter each other throughout this VO journey. I can shake hands with him and say, what an honor it was to be able to play alongside his Dio and be, best friends with him essentially in the show. Tone Master Tony, how have your job opportunities changed after getting such a big role? Has there been a snowball effect? Love your channel. Thank you so much, Tone Master Tony. And the snowball effect doesn't necessarily come from the fact that I'm playing bigger roles, but just from the fact that I'm getting better at auditioning. Really, at the end of the day, that's what gets you roles. And don't get me wrong, like getting bigger roles means that your name is out there and people will recognize your name more. So that might help move the needle a little bit when it's like, okay, I'm deciding between these two actors, but I know for a fact that this actor's already done this actor's done some big stuff, and we know he's reliable, so maybe we can go with him. So it might move the needle a little bit when deciding who to cast for certain roles, but at the end of the day, it's like every new audition is like reapplying for a new job. You know what I mean? So it's good for getting your name out there and for letting people know that you're a professional at what you do and that you're a reliable actor. So when you get bigger roles, that's what that indicates. But you still have to audition and deliver a good audition and deliver a performance that matches with what production wants. So yes, I've been getting more roles, but I think just primarily because I'm getting better at acting and auditioning and getting the vibe and the flow of what you need to do in this industry to be able to get some of these parts. All right, I'm gonna start signing after one or two more of these. Wentol says, you ever hope Kojima picks you up for voice acting in any of his future projects? Working with Kojima would be a dream project for me. Yeah, that's one of the things that I hope for one day down the line in the future. I hope I can get cast in a Kojima game, be it, I don't know, Death Stranding, that IP, or whatever new stuff he's cooking up. Anything really, I don't care. I can just be a background character. I just, it'd be cool to be a part of a Kojima Productions game and be a part of that process of what it's like to be directed by Kojima. I don't know. That'd be incredible. But whether that happens or not, it's hard to say. I have to audition and hope that one of my auditions catches Kojima's attention enough that he ends up casting me for something, maybe. But yeah, it's one of those things that is very much up in the air. Jack Attack, do you have any advice or direction for starting out in voiceover work? Even if you have only some experience, learn to act. A lot of people get too caught up in, oh my god, how many voices can I do? That doesn't matter. That's like, asking, oh man, how good quality is my guitar, but can you play the guitar? It doesn't matter if you buy a $1,000 guitar or a $100,000 guitar. If you don't know how to play guitar, the quality of the instrument doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? So acting comes first, voice comes second. And a lot of actors do get away with just, like, I don't want to say like doing one voice, but like their voice just fits so many different archetypes and characters that they're able to get away with just using their normal voice, or the voice that they're more naturally inclined towards, but are able to shape different performances just through acting, right? Because different characters will behave differently even if they have similar voices. So learn to act, really. And then from there, my recommendation is the website. I want to be a voiceactor.com or something. If you Google that, you'll find this website by D. Bradley Baker. It's a free resource, and it's not like a step-by-step process of like how to get in the door as a voice actor, but it gives you some really great guidelines and what you need to be able to have the chance of getting your foot in the door in this industry. Gerard Blake, thank you for the kind contribution. Let's see. Julian Hobbs, fun fact. Do you know that Courtney Sanford, who directed me throughout JoJo Part 6 Stone Ocean, directed the U.S. dub of Pinocchio True Story with Pauly Shore, with that film being recorded at Bang Zoom? I actually did not know that, but that's a fun fact worth bringing up next time I meet him. Jared Blake says, can you do a voice cameo in We Baby Bears? Yong, yeah, We Baby Bears. What is We Baby Bears? Should I know what that is? Yeah, I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with what you're asking for. But with that, let's get into some of the signing of prints. Let's start with Justin here, who wants me to sign one of these. Hold on, let me see if this is the right one. Yeah. This is a really cool artwork by Vincent Noon. It's Pucci and Whitesnake holding up the discs of Jotaro and his stand Zawardo. And let's see, what would you like me to write on it? To Justin, always remember your prime numbers to give you courage. That's the special instruction that I was given for this one. I love that quote. I don't really know my prime numbers, like memorized. I haven't memorized them. I know it's like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and I can like try to process it and think about it as I go. But yeah, I can only go up to so high before. Yeah, Pucci can, like, he's memorized it up to like in the 500s or something. That's like he gets that high in the show at one point. I'm like, damn, dude. Nerd much? Pucci's a bit of a nerd. He just has a lot of interesting facts that he spouts as he monologues throughout his villainous journey in Stone Ocean. But all right, to Justin. Let's see. Always remember your prime numbers to give you courage. Always remember your prime numbers to give you courage. And then I'll just sign it sort of towards the bottom. And there you go, Justin. Thank you so much. This will be sent over to you as soon as possible. I'm going to put these on the side. Also, I should write down what your queue number is so the folks at Streamly know where to ship it. There we go. Thank you so much, Justin. This will be sent over as soon as possible. Let's see. Some folks, let's see. Marks 1337 posting some prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 23, 29, 31, 37. That sounds about right so far. Mario Salatino asks, ¿Escuchaste a JoJo en Latino? No, I've not listened to JoJo in Spanish, but I'm very curious to check it out now that you mention it. I've listened to the Japanese and English, but I just haven't had time to check out the other dubs. But I should. Do they have an Italian dub? Pucci being Italian in origin, that thing to be appropriate. I'd love to listen to Pucci speaking in Italian. All right, next up, no name for this one. I guess they just want the signature. Just no name, no special instruction. All right. I'll just, I guess, say thank you? Or would that be me overstepping my boundaries because they don't want anything written on it? But this individual, the print that they asked for, whoever they might be, is this one. So this is when Pucci transforms into his sea moon form after he absorbs the green baby, and you got the moon in the back there, the new moon being a big motif for Pucci. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna sign my name on this one since there's just it doesn't say to make it out to anybody, and it does not outline any special instructions. So just nice big signature. Boom, boom. So whoever this is for, thank you. You know, I hope it finds you well, and I hope you enjoy. I'll mark down your number so they can send it to the right party. Alrighty, that's another down. OmniStev94 says, "Hey Yong, hope you have a great day." Thank you. I am having a great day, and this is a nice way to top it off. Appreciate all those who are tuning in right now. Let's see. Sylvie the Cute Sylveon. I ask this as a half joke, half serious question. You cameoed your voice a couple times in Genshin Impact. Is there a possibility you'd voice a playable character, i.e. Christian Banas? I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know, I do play a couple of NPCs in Genshin Impact. There was one event where I played the NPC you have to talk to, the Lantern Rite Festival NPC, who you have to talk to start that whole like quest line or whatever you want to call it, to be able to start making the lanterns. And then I played a couple of NPCs in the new update 3 point something that came out recently, but I forget exactly who. You know, once you start doing all of these voices, eventually you start losing track of who you played, because you record stuff months usually before the content comes out. So if you find me, let me know who I play. But as for a playable character, it's possible. You know, I'd have to audition and go through the whole process. But if they like a take that I give them for a specific character, I might be able to make it in. Who knows? That is uncertain. I cannot tell you for sure. But there's a chance. There is a chance. Cody E. Been watching for years. Thanks for all you do, Yong. Well, thank you for the kind words, and thank you for just, I mean, being able to have an awesome audience who can tune in every day to my videos and stuff. Like, that's the reason I'm allowed to do this, and I wouldn't be able to do voiceover without the channel succeeding and you guys being on board with just supporting me and cheering me on. Like, I know I've said that a million times already, but I'm going to keep saying it because it really does mean a lot. Zavermius the Great. Hey, Yong, you wanted to ask... just wanted to ask, how long are you going to do these signatures? Because I want to get one, but I still haven't gotten paid yet. Man, in terms of today, I'll probably do like 1 or 2 hours. Like, I don't think I'm going to do a Streamly, like this kind of format, live stream it through my channel for Pucci again, or at least not until just a while longer. But if you happen to be at any of the conventions that I might be going to in 2023, you know, we can say hi to each other in person, and I'd be happy to sign one for you. But yeah, like, this is not going to be like, I'll do one every day for a week kind of thing. This is just like, it's just today, and then who knows? I haven't planned things out from there on. SP Production 02, not a big fan of JoJo, but out of curiosity, I checked some clips on YouTube, and damn, you did an outstanding job, Yong. Those screams were effing real, LOL. Yeah, you know, I had to go all out. I said this in the video that I posted about JoJo, where I said, like the third batch of JoJo, where I talked about my experience there. It was important to see that performance evolve, and I didn't want to start Pucci at like a 10 in terms of how villainy he comes across. I wanted him to start at a 5 and slowly build up, and then eventually that growth becomes exponential. He goes from like a 9 to a 10 to an 11 with how expressive he becomes, how televangelist mode he goes, how much the power of God and anime goes inside him, and he really just goes kind of crazier, a lot crazier towards the end. And so I need to give myself room to get to that point, and so I didn't want to give it, not give it 100% in terms of performance, but in terms of energy. His energy needs to have a gradual rise. And so I wanted to make sure that I had room as a performer to be able to get to that point instead of starting at 11 and staying at 11 throughout the whole series. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, sometimes you gotta scream. Sometimes, I mean, it's anime. There's a lot of screaming in anime, and in JoJo especially, characters monologue while they're screaming, and so you run out of breath constantly in the booth. It's definitely tough work, and it can be straining. So you got to be able to manage your vocal health and stuff like that. But man, it's a freaking blast to be able to just go all out like that. You know what I mean? And not many environments where you just get to scream. It's a bit therapeutic sometimes. Jack Attack, hey Yong, thank you for the advice. Any chance of heading to New York Comic Con one day? That's definitely one of my big goals. I've not even attended as a guest, but if I could attend as, you know, someone in the industry who's going there for, you know, for a character that they're highlighting in the show, or for a show that I'm in that is going to be a big part of Comic Con, I can be a part of a panel and meet folks. That'd be really cool. But who knows? Let's see. MRC Chem says, hearing you describe your approach is really fascinating. I mean, voiceover to me has always been a fascinating process, so I'm glad I'm able to provide some insight. Let's see. So these orders are done. Next order, we got, well, hold on. Looks like you're completing some orders for using this. Okay. Next up, we got, this is for Jensen Ancierno. Or Ancierno, if you want me to Americanize it. So Ancierno wants this print by Yoshitake Steph, which is pretty dope. Give me a second to pull it out. I'll try to get through as many as possible. I keep getting distracted by wanting to chat with the chat, but Jensen Ancierno's wants one of these prints. It's Pucci and his stand Whitesnake. The background is this glass-stained window of Dio, who is Pucci's best friend, and basically somebody Pucci worships. It's Dio's plan and ideals that Pucci bases his own plans and ambitions around. So, yeah, this one's fun. Let's see. I'll just write to Jensen Ancierno and then sign it. No special instructions. So I'll sign it up top here. Oh no, the ink isn't showing up very well here. What's going on? Let me try a bigger pen. But I've got a couple options. I only had like 2 options last time. This time I got a couple. And if you meet me at conventions, you should have even more options. 2. Let's see. 2 Jensen Ancierno. Ancierno, and then I'll just sign it real big. Oh shit, I messed up. Hold on. Let me actually get a new print and sign it properly. There we go. 2 Jensen Ancierno. And then Yong. Yeah. Jensen, appreciate the support. I hope you receive this safely and soundly. And I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much, man. Okay, Thomas Alvarenga has an interesting question that's worth talking about. Why does the subtitle call Maiden Heaven Maiden Heaven? Like not made in heaven, but rather maiden, the word maiden, and then heaven. And I'm sure many people can answer this. Basically, licensing issues that get in the way of being able to use the direct name. Essentially, many of the JoJo stand names and stuff are based on like musicians or actual songs. Like Limp Bizkit, for example, they had to change the spelling of that. Whitesnake is a band, you know what I mean? And so they had to change it to Pale Snake. But Made in Heaven happened to be just like a clever way of being able to say Made in Heaven, but being able to spell it differently while avoiding licensing issues. You know what I mean? So it was just like this clever way to be able to say Made in Heaven, but pretending like we're actually saying Maiden Heaven. So just, yeah. M says, dude, your voice acting skills are awesome. Man, you're too kind. You know, I do my best. You know, I still have a lot of room to grow. I'm still learning a lot as I go. Guy in panda suit says, I was blown away to learn you did a voice in Judgment. I played it in Japanese, but saw your name in the credits and ended up replaying it. You did a great job for an awesome character. Yeah, Yasutaka Shirakawa is so fun because he comes off as his like nerdy physician, and then by the end you learn when he takes his shirt off that the guy's freaking jacked and ripped, and you know he went to the gym every day for 2 years out of love and out of loyalty to protect uh, this lady who lost her memories, and I don't know, it was a really wholesome and fun ending. I enjoyed playing that character, but I appreciate the kind words. Navi Solrak 8783, hey Yong, yeah, is it spelled Pucci or Pucchi? Originally it's spelled Pucci, Pucci, but I don't know if this is another licensing thing, but they had to change the spelling for Pucci and add the H there. But originally that's not how it's spelled. And in Italian, I think if you add the H, it's pronounced Pucci instead of Pucci. 2 C's and an I is Pucci, but CCHI is Pucci. So it's actually technically wrong, but for American viewers, same difference. All right, on to the next one. Let's see. Oh, I need to make sure I know what... Oh, wow. Some prints already sold out. That was fast. Let's see. Forgot to write down the number for this one. Completed. Okay, this is number 122. Okay. Back to signings. The next one is for, I don't know, doesn't give me any instructions to make it out to anybody. No special instructions, so I'll just sign it and hope it finds the buyer well. And if you're watching the stream, thank you for checking the stream out and for being enthusiastic enough about the character. Will you purchase the print? I'll just sign it sort of towards the bottom here. Just sign it nice and big. Yong. Yeah. This will find you nice and well. Streamly is usually pretty reliable with getting these in a good state. You are number... So have that sent over to you. And then I'll do one more as well. I got a couple of these to get through. Saul Munro. And special instruction is to sign around the bottom right. Will do, bud. Thank you, Saul. And if you're in the stream, be sure to say hi. See if I can find you. Saul Munro. To Saul Munro. Make sure I can spell it right. And then I'll sign it here. There you go, Saul. I hope the positioning of that is right. Bottom right there. Hopefully that works out for you. And you are number... Okay, let me write that down. 127. Cool. Okay, back to the chat for a moment. Luffy the Goat says, only just found out that you're a voice actor. I'm a huge JoJo fan. Well done, Yong. Loved your work on it. May you have many years of voice acting ahead of you, bro. Really appreciate the kind sentiments. I hope I can have a long-lasting career as well. Man, I wish, there's already some cool stuff cooking behind the scenes that I wish I could talk to you guys about, but obviously NDAs and everything. But, man, there's some stuff that I'll be announcing that I can't believe that I'll get to announce, you know what I mean? But I gotta keep my mouth shut on that front. Sorry. Trust me, it's painful that I have to keep quiet, but... it is what it is. Patience yields rewards. You'll find out one day. Munch, I saw your Twitter post with you and ProZD. Yeah, I got to meet him. Would you and ProZD ever collaborate on a future series? And if it does end up happening, what kind of series would it be? I don't know. I'd love to discuss with him. I did. We did this like IGN feature thing together because we were both voice actors in God of War Ragnarok. And after we did that segment, we kind of just decided, hey, let's go out, grab some lunch, and get to know each other a little bit. And, he's a super cool dude. Had a lot of fun hanging out with him and chatting with him. Great sense of humor. And, But you know, we didn't talk about collabs or anything. We just kind of, yeah, we just got lunch and just kind of decided to get to know each other as people. And yeah, I'm really excited for him and his career. He's been killing it. I mean, he's just an awesome voice actor, and also obviously his skits are legendary. I and my siblings are have been fans of his YouTube stuff for a while now, but his voiceover work is also really stellar. So who knows? Collaborations and stuff, like, I'm open to them, but nothing in the works right now, if that's what you're asking. El Hippie says, I love your Pucci voiceover. Does your store items deliver to Japan? Saludos desde Japón. Sigue con el trabajo duro. Oh, man. Eres Latino, Hispano in Japón. I believe it does. But don't quote me on that one. Let me actually Google that real quick. That's a good question. Does Streamly ship internationally? Let's see, FAQ. There's an FAQ section here. Let's see, Control F. International shipping due to COVID, almost all packages have experienced extended delays in customs. So it does, but because of COVID, it might get a little delayed. So keep that in mind. So feel free to make a choice based on that. I want to emphasize the prints, buying them, not mandatory, but some people just love these kinds of souvenirs and love that kind of direct interaction. So for those folks for who this stuff appeals to, I'd be more than happy to sign some stuff for you guys. But all right, Saul, thank you so much. Next up is Julian. Julian here, special instructions. Could you write, Julian, do you believe in gravity in silver if possible? Got my silver Sharpie right here. Great quote to choose from. Yeah, Pucci has a lot of memorable quotes, which I like. And do you believe in gravity is one of those like really iconic JoJo lines. So you want one of these dudes. Whitesnake and Pucci. Just budding out, just vibing together. Let's see. So to Julian. Do you believe in gravity? Let's see, I'll sign it on the bottom right here. To Julian. Do you believe in gravity? Question mark. And then I'll sign it down here. I hope you believe in gravity. That's a real law of physics. I hope you're not denying gravity like some people deny that the Earth is round. I certainly believe in gravity. Let's see, what number is this? There we go. Thank you so much, Julian. Hope this finds you well, and I hope I signed it to your satisfaction. With silver and everything. Okay. Some super chats here. Miles Williams, what's your favorite collector's edition in the background? I've been waiting. I've been watching your videos forever. You're an amazing voice actor, and I love your videos. Oh man. Well, I'm just glad that I'm able to provide something that has a positive impact. I appreciate that. What is my favorite collectible in the background? Man, that's tough. Gotta say that Melania statue there is really, really high quality, just modeled super well. The Mjolnir back there is also one of my favorites. BB, gotta give a shout out to. I think probably Metal Gear Rex is my favorite. It's like just a big chunky Rex there with limbs that you can move a little bit. And I've had this for years now. I got this from the folks over at Toy Pizza. I was featured in one of their videos, and they gave this to me as a gift. And it's like one of my most cherished possessions. The Metal Gear Rex is just really dope. That I'd say, yeah, Rex is the, like if there was a fire and I could salvage one of these, I'd probably salvage the Rex. I think the Melania helmet is also really cool too. I don't know, it's a lot of cool stuff. And also I have spent too much money on on these things, but hey, if it makes me happy, why not? Whoopazing says, real proud of you, Yong. Still remember you popping up on my feed a few years ago, just commenting on news, and now you're full-fledged voice actor, only natural man. Keep it up. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. The journey's been kind of wild. I never dreamed or expected that, I don't know, that I'd be at this point in my life, just a couple years after moving to LA to pursue this thing. You know, I thought it'd take me a couple years just to get my foot in the door, but a couple years later, I'm playing some really awesome characters that that I really cherish and, that I don't take for granted. So yeah, it's surreal. Like it honestly, it is because you fantasize about becoming a voice actor, right? But it feels, so distant that you think I'll never get to that point, but then you do, and you're like, how is this happening? Like how? I mean, I put the work in and everything, so I do know how it happened, but this was a thing that I fantasized about, and now it's reality, and it's like it's crazy that it is reality. The other man, what's your favorite part, JoJo part? So what's my favorite JoJo part is I think what you're asking. Honestly, I know this is gonna sound biased, but I really do love Stone Ocean. I still haven't read part 7, 8, and 9's coming out soon, but I haven't read part 7 and 8 though. And I know a lot of people love part 7, so who knows? Maybe if once I read that, that'll be my new favorite part. But especially after the anime came out and they really represented the sheer epicness of Stone Ocean, but also it's really just complex motifs and themes that are laid out throughout the show that are overarching throughout this part. I don't know. Stone Ocean really does stick out to me, and it's definitely one of the more bizarre JoJo parts and seasons. And just how epic that whole final sequence was with Pucci resetting the universe. I don't know. It really gave me a lot of feels. So I want to say part 6, and for a while it was part 4, but especially after watching the anime for part 6, I'm like, I think part 6 might edge out part 4. But also Yoshikage Kira is just such an awesome villain, so I might go back and forth. All right, back to signing some stuff. Next up, we got Christian Carreño. A special instruction: can you write "Made in Heaven" on it? Oh, hell yeah, of course. Been watching you since I was a freshman in high school in 2011. Wow, holy crap, that's 2011. That's basically when I started YouTubing. You've been there since the beginning, my guy. It's insane to see how far you've come. You have truly shown me anything is possible as I'm trying to become a voice actor myself. So thank you, Yong. Go for it, man. I would have regretted not trying, whether I would have succeeded or failed. It's worth giving your dreams a shot. But also being critical enough about yourself where you know sort of where you're at in terms of your skills, so you know whether you need more training. And when you gotta be prepared to take that leap to sort of the professional side of voice acting. Making that jump from doing it as a hobby to doing it professionally, it's like you gotta treat it as a business, and you gotta take it seriously, and you gotta show casting directors and people in studios who are able to get you in audition rosters that you're taking this seriously. And so you gotta get your reels done. You gotta make sure your acting is at its A game, at its peak. And yeah, go for it, man. You never know what happens. I certainly didn't know how the future was going to play out, but I fortunately was given the opportunity by the success of the channel to be able to move to LA and try this thing for a couple of years. And so far, it's looking like LA will remain my home for a while longer. I'll get to Add J soon, but next up, let's sign this print for Christian. Which print are you looking for? You want this one right here. Let's see if I can get it out. Yeah, this one. I really like this one with Whitesnake's arm wrapped around Pucci with the discs. Very, very glorious looking. Excellent choice, Christian. Let's see. So let me write to Christian, and then you want me to write "Made in Heaven." And Christian, thank you again for the kind words. So let's see. I'll sign it sort of bottom right-ish to Christian without an H. I should pronounce it Cristian Carreño, since we are pronouncing things in Spanish properly. Made in Heaven. With an exclamation. Made in Heaven. And then I'll just sign it on the bottom right here. May this find you well, Christian, and thank you so much. Your support is what's made in heaven. Nailed it. Let's see. Make sure I write the number down so it gets to the right person. I've written the number down for all of these. Good. Mark is complete. Okay. Ad J says, hello from Sweden. Ad J, my name is pronounced. Oh, good. I got it right the first time. I've been a long-time sub of your channel. Yes, I know you would like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been 9 years. Well played, my friend. Awesome Metal Gear Solid 5 reference. 9 years, though. Like, literally 9 years? Are you just saying that as a joke, or has it literally been 9 years and the joke just happens to fit? Either way, clearly you've been on my channel for a while. And, I mean, it's crazy to think, like, that's right, I've been doing this for, like, over a decade now, and some folks have been with me since the very beginning. And, man, time flies. See what I did there? Not reset the universe levels of flying yet, but it just, man, over a decade of YouTubing. Isn't that crazy? And now 3 years of voice acting. Whew. It's, God, I'm in my, I just started my 30s, and so I still got plenty of time left on this planet, but, man, it just, I really hope I get to savor what's left of this mortal coil. We're getting very existential all of a sudden. I don't know why. Okay. Next up, Kellen Closter. Closter? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Kellen. Special instruction. This is a gift from my younger brother, and he requested it to say, you are 2 steps too late. Excellent. Do you want exactly phrased that way, or do you want the exact localization from the dub, which is, oh my, it seems you are late by 2 steps. You know, that you want it written that way? I think I'll just write it exactly as written in the special instructions. I think I'll change it to, you were late by 2 steps. I'll change it to that, instead of you were 2 steps too late. Yeah, because that sounds a little weird. You were late by 2 steps sounds better, I think. So, I'll sign it on the bottom left for this one. To Kellen Closter. Cluster. Make sure I spell it right. You were late. You were late by 2 steps. You were late by 2 steps. I'm going to put an evil smiley face too. Tee late by 2 steps. Bitch. No, I didn't mean that. That was a joke. Okay, bottom left. I'll sign my name. Boom. Boom. Kellen, may this find you well, and may you not be late by 2 steps in all your future endeavors. Because as Pucci showed in the anime, being late by 2 steps, side effects may include death. So, yeah. This will get to you as soon as possible. Thank you, Kellen. James G says, can you do one of Pucci's poses? Well, I can't do that one from the manga where he, like, puts his arms like this and, like, his body's twisted in a weird way. But, you know, the classic is always to go with, like, he loves doing the Dio pose. You know, he does this a lot. And I think there's a pretty simple but cool pose, so I'm gonna have to do one of these. That's one that that's my go-to for JoJo poses. Scara Plus says, my first video was Fallout 7 years ago. Stop your stand. Man, Fallout 4 is, I believe, what you're talking about. I remember covering that game and doing like I think I did a countdown retrospective for that one, like I did with Final Fantasy 15. Ajay says, yes, Yong, it's true. All of it. So it's been 9 years, exactly 9 years. Man, that's crazy. Army, did you read the Stone Ocean manga to help with the performance of Pucci? 100%. I binged that shit back to back very quickly once I learned I got the role, because I really needed to understand what his overall motivations were, and like seeing the backstory stuff in the manga especially, that really helped me ground Pucci to someone who, yes, is evil, but is deep down very human, and he's a corrupted human, corrupted by grief. And so adding that layer to Pucci was really important, and I got that from the manga. The manga, like reading through that, just added a whole lot of context to the character that really helped me shape his nuances and his moment-to-moment performance, or his moment-to-moment behavior through my performance. So yes, I definitely read the manga. JST, you absolutely knocked it out of the park with your performance. I don't think I could imagine a performance topping yours as Pucci. Oh, man, well, you're too kind. There are plenty of talented actors out there who could bring an awesome interpretation of Pucci. This is just mine, you know what I mean? It's just one version of Pucci. I'm just really glad people liked it. So well done, and thank you for doing your best. I hope you're proud. Yeah, I am proud. It's like it's important for actors to pat themselves in the back every once in a while and feel confident that they're able to do the job and bring that confidence to the studio and the booth when you're performing, so that your performance doesn't suffer from you just like questioning yourself and being too much in your head. You want to go in there with bravado and be able to just play and have fun with confidence and with joy for the craft. But Armando 94, I'll get to you soon. I want to sign another print for Jordan and Justin. Let me get this over to you soon. This is the one that Jordan and Justin are looking for me to sign. I love the way this one turned out. And that's the Pucci pose that I just did. But yeah, this is one of my favorite prints to sign. Jordan and Justin. I'll just sign my name real big in the corner here. Jordan and Justin. Boom, there we go. Jordan and Justin, may this print find you well. Thank you so much. Let me write your number down. And there we go. Okay. Armando 94, just found out your voice is in Final Fantasy Crisis Core Reunion. Yeah, I played additional characters, which means I'm scattered around via a bunch of NPCs, but I forget exactly who I voiced. This was also months ago, and I'm not like a major character per se, but yeah, if you hear my voice, it's probably me. Like if you're like, wait, is that character Yong? It's probably me. I'm involved in the game. But yeah, that's always fun to be involved in a franchise like Final Fantasy. That's a huge honor, and I hope down the line I get to be a major character in Final Fantasy, either a supporting character or like a lead. Final Fantasy is an IP that I grew up with, so it would be really special to be involved in one of the entries in a major way. But yes, thank you for noticing. Gonna try to find the character you voice in the game when I get the chance to play through it. Let me know who I am, because I genuinely have forgotten. I should probably ask the studio, and maybe I can find some clips. Can't wait for more Death Stranding news. Been following you since then. Oh man, yeah. It's always fun to theorize about Kojima's shenanigans, if you will. But yeah, Death Stranding 2, DS2. Very compelling trailer. Very little information about whether the gameplay is involved in any substantial way. But man, I'm already intrigued by where he's going to take the story, and the graphics fidelity just looks incredible. This game, I think it is going to be a next-gen only game, PS5 only, at least until it comes to PC one day, if that ends up happening. But all right, well, Carl, I'll get to you soon. Let me sign some more stuff here. Connor J. Burslam. Special instructions reads, you really capture the disconnected pain in the face of purpose Pucci put forward. Ooh, I love the way you frame that. That's a great way to put his motivations. Wish you many more fantastic roles. You deserve them. See you next time. Con out, says Connor. I see what you did there. See you next time, con out. Wait, what? He says con out, see you next time, con out, see you. And it's like misspelled a couple times. Huh? Deja vu? Interesting messaging there. But yes, Connor, let me sign this for you, and my sincerest gratitude for all the compliments. I'll write thank you, Connor. Let's see. the print you want is this one down here. Let me get that for you. I'll get to the super chat soon. Let me just sign a couple more stuff. Okay. To Connor J. Burslam. I'll sign it on the bottom right here. To Connor J. Burslam. Thank you for the kind words. For the kind words! Exclamation. And then signed, yours truly, Yong. Yeah. Thank you so much, Connor. May this find you well. And genuinely, like, a big part of me being able to do the big scenes for Pucci and stuff, it's just like knowing the responsibility I have to bring this character to life and knowing how many people really want this character to come out good and everything. And when I get these kinds of kind words, it just energizes me more, gives me energy to put right back into the performances. So I genuinely do appreciate it. And I'm glad that we, you know, are able to together revel in this series that we all love and that we're all fans of. Because for me, it's not just voice acting as a voice actor, it's also voice acting as a fan. And I wanted to turn out good as a fan of JoJo, you know what I mean? So I was really motivated to really give it my all. But thank you, Connor. I'll do one more for Trey here. Oh, wow, okay, these orders are really piling up. I need to, like, spend a little more time signing as well. Let's see, while I get my next print. Will Carr, congratulations on your achievement. Been awesome seeing you grow as a YouTuber and voice actor. Certainly something you can stand proud about. Smiley face. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, you know, I did work my ass off and persevere, and that's not always easy to do. There are days when you want to give up, when things aren't going your way and stuff like that. But, you know that with hard work, and if you really love something you do, it won't feel like work to a degree. You know what I mean? And at that point, it is about persevering and finding your path and you know, wherever you're meant to go in your journey. You know, I wish I could give you like just a recipe for how to do voice acting or how to do YouTube, but you know, it's a combination of patience, perseverance, persistence, luck, and developing your skills. And you know, it's possible. It just takes a lot of work and a lot of time, like with anything worth doing, you know. All right, Trey. I'll get to Ingo Dingo soon. But Trey, let me make this out to you. No special instructions, just to Trey, and I'll just sign it. To Trey. Yong. Yeah. Thank you so much, Trey. May this awesome print find you well. And let me write your number 2. And may your enjoyment of JoJo as a series continue with whatever the future holds for this series. Both, hopefully, Part 7 animated and Part 9, the manga, which is starting in February or something, if I recall. Reese. This is for Reese. No special instructions either. A lot of folks today like to just keep it simple, which, you know, nothing wrong with that. To Reese. Let me just sign it on the bottom right here. Reese. And then big letters, Yong. Yeah. And you are number... Boom. Thank you so much, Reese. This will be in your mailbox soon. Hopefully, the folks at Streamly will take care of ya. Mark as complete. Okay. I'll do some browsing through the chat. The other man, hey, Yong, love your videos since 2014 and your Metal Gear Solid content back in the day. What was your favorite line to record in the anime? Oof. I gotta say, I really pushed myself during episode 31 when I had to perform Pucci's backstory, and there was fun to both play a younger Pucci, but also a Pucci who's, you know, grief-stricken when he's holding his sister, and I really wanted to bring out the most emotion out of that. So that was a lot of fun and really challenging to do a couple takes for. But in terms of if there's a singular line, gotta say, like being able to shout "Made in Heaven" finally after a year since I got the role, I got chills, and it was one of those like, ooh, I got to say the thing moment. That as a fan made me a little giddy. So I think saying "Made in Heaven" was pretty dope. There's also that line with the mushrooms. The first person to eat a mushroom has my respect or something, because that just comes so out of left field. And that line makes me laugh. I'm like, are you sure this is the line I'm supposed to say here? And they're like, yep. I mean, that's how it is in the Japanese, so we gotta just follow what they're doing. I'm like, all right. And I'm assuming in the manga also, if I recall, I haven't read the manga in a bit, but that line I believe is in the manga, so it makes sense to keep it in there. But yeah, it's JoJo, so there are plenty of fun lines to perform just across the board. But yeah, thank you for the question. That would be my favorite line. Let's see. Okay, I'll get back to the chat. Let me send this over to Spectre. This print here. There's one print that's just kind of sticking out. Let me just get this out. Save it for later. Oh, that's why. There we go. I'll save this one for later. You want the arms around Pucci's neck with Whitesnake print. Special instruction. This is to my best friend Oscar. Merry Christmas, brother. Here's to more Game Awards visits next year. All the love to you. So I make it out to Oscar then, is the strategy that I'm going to go for, right? I don't make it out to Spectre799 because that's you. So yeah, I'll make it out to Oscar. That's what I'm assuming is what you're trying to say here, right? So, so let's see. To Oscar. Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas, brother. Here's to more Game Awards visits next year. To more Game Awards visits next year. All the love to you. That's a sweet message. All the love to you. Man, should I sign? I'm going to sign like up here so I have more room. The bottom right's got filled up by text. I want to make the signature nice and big. Yong. Yeah, there we go. So I sign it sort of above up here, and then the message down here. Hope it finds you well, and hope it's legible enough. Merry Christmas, brother. Here's to more Game Awards visits next year. All the love to you. Yeah, that's legible enough. Let's see. Let me write down your number. Thank you so much. I hope this gift finds Oscar well, and I hope, yeah, he's happy with it. Please say hi to Oscar for me. Spectre 799. Oh, well, there you go. That's what I meant. Yeah, sorry, says Spectre. Glad to see that you're here. Well, say hi to Oscar for me too. Show him this clip. Saul Goodman says, just bought a poster. You're amazing, bro. Oh, well, thank you so much. I'll get to you as soon as possible. Juan Valdez says, love your channel. Merry Christmas, Yong. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Christmas is already fast approaching. Hell, 2023 is already fast approaching. Also, World Cup was today. What a game between France and Argentina. Messi finally got his World Cup. Random fact that I'm throwing out there. Kelvin Antigua, how do I order? If you go to my link right there, streamly.com/Yong, yeah, you'll be able to make some selections there if you are so inclined. Again, optional. This is just for those who are into this kind of stuff. For those who just want to tune in and hang out and chat, you're more than welcome to just hang out. Just a lot of compliments surrounding my Pucci performance. Thank you so much. Like, it really does mean a lot. I really, really, it's like I was having fun, but I don't want to say I was worried, but I did really want to make sure people were happy with how the character turned out, given his importance. So whenever people say that, I was pleased with how the character was represented, like, it makes me happy as both an actor, but also as a fan of JoJo who wants the character to be done right. The Deficienist bought a poster for my wife. Thank you. You got it. Well, thank you so much for contributing. Hopefully I can get to you soon. But all right, let's sign some more stuff here. Amelia. I'll make sure. Okay, good numbers there. Let me bring this print over. This is the one that Amelia wants. Write your favorite quote is if Pucci is having a conversation with me. Interesting request. As if Pucci's having a conversation with me. I really liked the "Oh my, it seems you were late by 2 steps" line. I'll write, "This is my gift to humanity, made in heaven." Or man, it's always tough when people are like, "Write me your favorite quote," because I'm like, I have like a bunch of favorite quotes, so I don't know which one to pick. Let's see, to Amelia. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna write, "This is my gift to humanity, made in heaven." This is my gift to humanity. Made in heaven. In all caps. And now sign it down here. Thank you so much, Amelia. May this find you well. I'll have it sent over momentarily. Okay. Write the number down. Mr. Walgreens says, "I've followed you for many years now, starting with your Metal Gear Solid 5 videos. I was floored to hear you voiced Pucci. I bought a print for my very close friend Zach that loves JoJo. Awesome. All right, I'll make sure you say hi to Zach for me. Incredible work, Yong," says Walgreens. Well, thank you so much, man. Appreciate both the kind words and your contribution, and I hope the print is something you guys will enjoy. I'll send that over as soon as I can. Let's see. God, so many kind words. I'm trying to get to as many as possible, but I also have to sign, otherwise we're going to be here forever. Shroomy says, "If you could take any VA role, what would you do next?" Oh, that's always a tough question. Vincent Valentine is like one of my dream roles one day. I mean, if Metal Gear comes back in a good way, you know what I mean? Then a character Metal Gear who interacts with Snake. David Hayter should play Snake, for the record, but if I can be like a major supporting character who gets to have a lot of time with Snake and like I get to like speak to Snake, that'd be awesome. D4C. So since Pucci's driven by fate, is it safe to say Yong was fated to play Pucci? Hey, I mean, if that's what fate decided, I'll take it, you know? I'd like to think that we can all shape our own destinies, but if fate is a force out there that exists and it's driving us all towards this linear path in life, then I'm glad fate chose me to play Pucci because I had a lot of fun. Hope, there isn't, like, a caveat to that. Let's see. Caucasian Crustacean says, "If you weren't able to be Pucci's VA for Stone Ocean, which character would have been your second choice?" Jolene, obviously. I don't know. Honestly, Weather Report, maybe. The brother to Pucci. He's also, I think, a really compelling character, and the complicated history there I think is really compelling. So maybe Weather Report. He's also just so cool, Weather. He's just so sleek and just like, hey, I'm a hot stud. He's a Chad. All right, that's what Weather Report is. He's a Chad. Leaf Penguin, hey Yong, your work was invaluable and love your take on Pucci. Thank you for talents. Well, thank you for saying that. I'm further encouraged to give it my all with future roles. Miss Strahl says, Merry Christmas to you, Yong, and everybody. I look forward to observing your ups and downs of the gaming industry together. May there be more ups and downs in our future. Hopefully more ups than downs, you know? All right, let me get back to signing. I'll get back to the chat soon. This next one goes out to my boy, Zach Phelps. No special instructions, so I'll just sign it and keep it simple. Thank you so much, Zach, if you're watching this. May this find you well. Let's see, to Zach. Oh no, it's with an H. Zach. Phelps. I'm going to sign my name nice and big since I have plenty of space. Zach, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. And hope this finds you well, as with all the other prints that I've signed today. 149. Let me sign one more as well. Let's see. This one is for Yami. Yami Yugi. Yami, I think, means darkness in Japanese, so... Oh, wait, I have one of these right here, actually. It's the one that I set aside, so this one is for you, Yami. This one also has no special instructions. I'm going to keep it simple. To Yami. And then big signature. Thick boy. Signature right there. To Yami. Thank you so much, Yami. Means a lot, and may this find you well. Much appreciated. Let's see, how many more do I have to go? My God, these orders are piling up. You guys are awesome. I don't know what to say. Rakeen, great job of making it big on JoJo. In JoJo, keep up your effort, and I hope you get as much appreciation as you deserve. Cheers, Rakeen. That means a lot. So I'm gonna let's just say your support means a lot, and then sign it. Just a little improvised special message for you to Rakeen. To Rakeen, your support means a lot. Exclamation, cheers. Exclamation. Signed, Yongathan Yastar. Thank you so much, Rakeen, both for the contribution and for your words of encouragement. May it find you well. Okay, let's see. I'll check the chat real quick. Leaf Penguin says, your screams of sorrow as Pucci made me tear up. Very realistic and painful sounding. Well, thank you so much. You know, I have a sister myself, a little sister, and if I found out one day that I was somehow pretty much directly responsible for her death, even if I had good intentions behind it, I'd lose it. That would break me. So you know, it made me understand Pucci a little. Like, it's still no excuse for just the atrocities that he commits, but yeah, I mean, the way that tragedy plays out, it would break anyone. You know what I mean? Maybe not to the extent where somebody wants to reset the universe, but that would do a number on anybody. So being able to find that humanity within Pucci, who is ultimately just grieving and isn't able to let go of that grief, and is letting grief overcome him instead of trying to overcome the grief and heal and then move on. It's really tragic. And, you know, I teared up too while I was performing that moment, because the way the scene was presented was so sad, and I thought about, what if this happened to my sister, and so that really allowed me to get into character. Yeah. D4C, is there any characters in Part 7 you'd like to play if given the opportunity? Zeppeli, I think, just seems so badass. But I think it'll be a long time before we get Part 7. Especially with how many horses there are in that part. And I know horses are really hard to animate. So I think that might be a big task for production. I think it will happen one day, but I feel like it'll take longer than usual. But who knows? Maybe David Productions will just jump right into it and immediately go for Part 7. That's a possibility. Or maybe they'll wait for the manga to get a few parts in. Maybe they'll wait until Part 9 is done, which will take a bit. Rusi Ramon, hey Yong, love your work. Been following you since 2012 when you did your first trailer analysis for Phantom Pain. Man, good old times when it was very mysterious at the time. Keep up the great work and voiceover work. Well, I appreciate that. It's always nice to hear from a fellow veteran of the channel. Game for Life Official says, love your Pucci. Thank you so much, man. Depressed Man. I hope that's just a nickname and not a reality. I got a question for Yong. Yeah, do you think you'd be brought back as Pucci for any JoJo media coming after this adaptation of Stone Ocean? I mean, if they do dub for games and upcoming stuff, I mean, I'd be open to being back, but that's up to production, you know? It's not up to me, so I cannot tell you for sure, but what I can tell you is, like, if they want me to do more Pucci, I will 125 million% do more Pucci. Okie dokes, on to the next thing to sign. Man, I want to get to all of you, but this is a lot. So many kind words and interesting questions. Null Zero asks, is that art by Noon Vincent? Yeah, a lot of the prints here are by Noon Vincent. He's an awesome artist, and he's commissioned a number of prints for me, or I've commissioned him on a number of prints, and they've all turned out excellent. So, yeah, it's just he's just awesome. His art is what the hell? Do you see this? Wait, what? I have to, like, there we go. And I got some Sharpie stain on my finger, but whatever. Yeah, that was okay. So this cap is a little weird. Either way, Josh Faust, all capitalized. I'll capitalize it since you capitalized it in your request of who you want me to address this to. So Josh Faust. Josh. Oh shit, already. Nah, you know what? I'll just. I think it'll be fine. Josh Faust. Pucci from Yong is the special instruction. Pucci from Yong. Yeah. And then big signature. Josh Faust, may this found you well, and thank you so much, good sir. Let me write down your number, and I'll have this sent over as soon as possible. Let me sign a couple more. Cecily Goodwin, say the Joe Stars are my allies. Pucci screams that line, and I don't want to blow anyone's ears out, but indeed, the Joe Stars are my allies. They have been guiding me to heaven all along, and it's freaking awesome. Cecily Goodwin. I'll write the quote in the print as well, in case you want that. Cecily Goodwin. To Cecily Goodwin. The Joe Stars are my allies. Exclamation. The Joe Stars are my allies. 3 exclamations. Why not? Let's go crazy today. And then I'll sign it. Yong, yeah. Cecily, may this find you well. And thank you, Joe Stars, for helping me reset the universe. Good looking out. Inadvertently helping me. 156. Okay. Man, man, I'm getting quite a few orders today, and these are just the VIPs. The VIPs essentially I go through first and shout you guys out. But I do want to get through as many as possible. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to the chat real quick. Future Gamer 24. Hey, Yong, I just came from an anime convention and met Kira Buckland, the voice of Jolene. Hell yes, Jolene's or Kira is awesome as Jolene, and Kira is an awesome both actor and human. Had many a chance to interact with her since I've been cast in JoJo, and what a blast it was to play opposite her. You know, I was a fan of her work before I even started doing voiceover. You know, I loved her work as 2B in Nier Automata, and so it's pretty crazy that I get to be able to be her rival or her antagonist in JoJo, and I think she just freaking nailed it, and I loved watching our scenes together. So big shout out to Kira, and I'm glad you guys met. She's great. Cameron Nixon. Hey, Yong, long time to fan on the channel, and while I'm not the biggest JoJo fan, it is incredible to see how far you've come. Seeing you as a voice actor for, as the voice actor for Kagan in The Bird That Drinks Tears was surreal to me. I love that series. Oh, hell yeah, do you now? Do you read the Korean novels? Because I don't know if there's an English translation for them. But yeah, I got to voice the protagonist Kagan for the concept trailer for The Bird That Drinks Tears, which is Crafton is making this game. It's a AAA dark fantasy game based on the Korean novels, The Bird That Drinks, the Korean series, the Korean novel series, The Bird That Drinks Tears, which is kind of like what The Witcher was to Poland before, you know, the video games, you know, kind of brought it into the limelight, and then the novels became big because the games became big. And I think that's what Crafton's trying to do with The Bird That Drinks Tears. Everyone who's read it says it's freaking amazing. It's an amazing fantasy series. It's basically the Lord of the Rings in Korea, you know what I mean? It's Korea's Lord of the Rings. And so it's going to be really cool to see Korean fantasy and folklore coming to life through this AAA dark fantasy game. I'm just really excited to see a different aesthetic to fantasy through this Korean novel that does take a lot of Korean motifs and presents it through this epic fantasy story. But yeah, getting to play Kagan was that was just so freaking cool. And yeah, you know, we'll see what happens with that game. I'm excited to see more of it. Okay, next up, Austin Forbes. Aha, special instructions. The first person to eat a mushroom has my respect. That's the line that I mentioned before that I thought was really funny, and one of my favorites to voice for sure because it just came out of left field. Yeah, that's fun. But okay. Shrooms for you, my friend. Shrooms for you. Let's see. To Austin Forbes. The first person to eat a mushroom. First person to eat a mushroom has my respect. 3 exclamations. All right, 3 exclamations it is. Signed and approved by Yong. Yeah. Honestly, though, when you think about it, Pucci's kind of right. Like, that's pretty daring to look at this weird-looking, like, phallic-looking, like, thing growing from the ground and be like, you know what? I'll give this a shot. What's the worst that could happen? And for some who tried maybe poisonous mushrooms, oh, I'm sure the worst happened, but others might have gotten some psychedelic effects and gone on a compelling ride into their own minds and souls. But thank you, Austin. Let's see. This one is just to no one, but there's a special instruction. Do you believe in gravity plus signature? You got it, good sir. That will be coming right up. The other man says, love the Joe Star scream in the anime. Yeah, I mean, I heard the Japanese actor do it. I'm like, well, I got to go all out, too, if he's going all out. That's right before he dives into the water and chases after Jolene underwater. At that point, Pucci's just done with this shit. You know, it's like, God, let me just achieve my plan for heaven. Stop being so annoying. Let me just squash you so I can go forward with my plan to save humanity. Why are you, you know, in Pucci's eyes, you villains, so persistent about stopping me from from making a better world for everyone. You know, that's his mentality. But do you believe in gravity? Do you believe in gravity? Signed, Yong. Yeah. May the forces of attraction from gravity ensure that this print finds you well, whoever this is for. No name on it, but thank you so much. Let me actually write the number down. Sweet. Skullface Garo says, "Hey Yong, thank you for voicing my favorite JoJo villain, Pucci. I've been watching you since you made fun of the calling." Oh my god, the calling. What a callback. What a disaster. You have come so far. Will you have your own panel at the next Anime NYC? I hope so. We'll see. Conventions-wise, I'm still learning the ropes for that, and like I still need to get a convention agent to help me sort all that stuff out. But it's a possibility. If that ends up happening, I'll be sure to let you know. Follow me on Twitter. That's where I tend to do like convention announcements. I might do YouTube community posts, you know, for those who are interested. Yeah, I hope to go to as many conventions as time will allow, so I can like genuinely like meet people, because I love interacting with, you know, fans of not just my work, but like of the works that I'm a fan also, you know. So it's just cool to be able to have that like direct connection. So I definitely hope to travel more, and I'll make sure that this is clearer. The number here looks a little off. Okay. Next up, we got to Alex Rios. Who says, "I don't watch JoJo, but I'll support you either way. I'll support this either way. I'll take a dope signature from you. Good job, Yong. Also, next to my name, you can put Sephiroth7. You got it, dude. Well, I appreciate the support. You know, if you're not a JoJo fan, you don't need to buy prints. But if you're willing to go out of your way, I mean, that's very kind of you. And yeah, I'll have this sent over right away. Really appreciate it. To Alex Rios. Oh crap, I messed this one up. Yeah, I can't salvage this one. Hold on. Let me get another one. Sometimes my brain farts and misspells shit. Okay. To Alex Rios, for real this time. To Alex Rios, aka Sephiroth7. Just a signature. All right. No, nothing special. Yong. Yeah. Alex, thank you so much. Sephiroth7 right next to it as well. The marker's kind of thick, so I hope it's not too hard to read, but it's legible enough. May this find you well. Thank you so much, Alex. Really appreciate it. Let me write down your number too. All right. Kevin Espinosa says, "Good evening, Yong." Good evening to you, good sir. David asks, "Have you listened to the Latino dub? It's the first time JoJo is dubbed in Latino." Oh, go figure. I know it was the first time, but no, I haven't listened to the dub yet, but I'm very curious to. Yeah, I want to hear Pucci in Spanish. That'd be really interesting. Hell, I'm curious to hear like an Italian dub. I know Part 5, weirdly enough, did not get an Italian dub, because I think JoJo Part 6 got more dubs because it's a part of Netflix. With Part 5, it wasn't, you know, that was, you know, JoJo Fridays was the thing for that, right? And it was streamed outside of Netflix, and so that didn't get an Italian dub, which is crazy given that JoJo Part 5 takes place in Italy. But yeah, at the very least with the Netflix release, you do get some first times as far as dubs are concerned. Swamp Fox 213 says $1 for noodles. Delicious Orange, I think referring to the mushrooms, quote, "Survivorship bias, only those who survive lives to pass on the knowledge of which ones were safe to eat. Still a cute scene, indeed. But you know, the first person to ever try a mushroom probably had some balls, right? Or you know, hopefully the first person survived. Who knows? Who the first person might have like actually died eating a mushroom, so we might not actually know who the first person to pick a mushroom and eat it is. But either way, okay. Alex, your order is complete. May it find you well. Mark, you're up next. Let's see. So you want this print right here. Boom. This is from his girlfriend. Please say he is a cool dude and happy 2-year anniversary. Oh, that's so adorable. Mark, you're a lucky guy. You're a lucky guy. But absolutely will do. Let's see. I'll write this on the bottom right. Yeah, to Mark. Let's see. Say he's a cool dude. Do I just write you're a cool dude and happy 2-year anniversary? I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna say you're an awesome dude. You're an awesome dude. An awesome dude. Happy 2-year anniversary. Signed. Yong. Yeah. Mark, may this find you well and wish you too nothing but happiness and prosperity. Thank you so much, Mark's girlfriend, and no doubt Mark will be really happy and grateful if he's a fan of JoJo or my content or both. If I'm just some random dude he doesn't know, then you know he might be like, all right, interesting gift. All right, thank you, Mark, or Mark's girlfriend. I'll sign one more to Marty. This one's one that I messed up. Let me get a new one. Oh, Mark Buteri says, thank you, Yong. You're the best. I just signed for Mark, right? Or actually, wait. Are you Mark's girlfriend or are you Mark? Are you Mark's girlfriend using Mark's account? Either way, you're welcome. Let's sign this for Marty. No special instructions. Thank you, Marty. And I'll make sure this gets to you as soon as possible. To Marty. Signed. Yong. Yeah. This is for you, good sir. Let me write down your number. And there it goes. Mark is complete. Oh, Mark Buteri is the Mark. Well, Mark, your girlfriend is clearly awesome, so I wish you to nothing but prosperity and happiness. Yasuho is mine says, no, I'm Mark. Well, shit. We got an imposter in this chat. Real sus. Minato Namikaze says, thank you, Yong, for the signature. I'm Alex Rios. Hey, Alex. Glad you can make it. Thanks, dude. You got it. Thank you so much, man. It's always nice to actually be able to, like, have that direct interaction with the people I'm signing this stuff for. Like, it means a lot that my signature means so much to you, you know? I genuinely hope it's a good piece of memorabilia, and hopefully our interactions will be something we can remember. Let's see. I want to make sure I've answered all the questions. Cactor says, can I still purchase the prints later? I'll keep my shop up for a little while, you know? So, yeah, like down the line, maybe you can give it a purchase. I won't be signing it live, but I'll be signing it throughout the course of the next few weeks. It is going to be Christmas break soon, so it may take a little bit for me to get them shipped out once I'm back home in Delaware, so just keep that in mind. But I'll try to keep my store up for people who, you know, maybe are waiting for for a better time to buy a print or something. CD-ROM KC2 says he left a mark on your poster. Where's the laugh track when I need it? Well played. Well played. Hoffball says I'm Mark's twin brother, Daryl. Wow. All right. Okay, next up, 2, Frankie. Can you add one of your favorite phrases from your role, please? Thanks. Love your content and am a fan of your voice acting. Keep it up, brother. Well, thank you, brother. I will gladly write down a quote that I like. Let's see. 2, Frankie. Let's see. Do you guys have any suggestions for a quote I could write to Frankie? What quote really stands out? I want to try to not repeat old quotes. PPK says, proud of you, Yong. Love your voice. Thank you so much, PPK. Love your enthusiasm. Let's see. Oh my, you were late by 2 steps is... Time will now accelerate, says the other man. 60 times the details. I like that. Snavels, prime numbers. They give me strength. Let's write that down. I do like the way Pucci. I think so much of Pucci as a character is him coping with grief and just coping with things in general. I think that's why he has like coping mechanisms like counting prime numbers, because he needs to like find ways to calm himself down because he's so just out of balance emotionally. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like that. Insignificant little brat. I don't know if I want to write that to a fan. I don't see people that way. Prime numbers, they give me strength. I'll write that. Thank you for the suggestion. Prime numbers. I do like that quote. ... They give me strength. Oh no! Hold on. There goes another print. I misspelled strength. And it's once you give it that stroke of your Sharpie, there's no going back. All right, 2 Frankie. Frankie. Prime numbers. ... They give me strength. Okay, spelled it right this time. Signed. Yours truly, Yong. Yeah. Frankie, this one goes out to you. Be sure to count those prime numbers when the going gets tough. That way you can ease your mind and think straight. Apparently it works. Can't confirm. I don't count prime numbers when I'm nervous, but I'll try one day and report back on how that goes. XOLCM Zolcom says, Yong, do you believe in gravity? Well, let me check. Let's see. Yep, gravity confirmed. I believe in it. It seems like it's working fine. I believe in gravity. I'm a man of science. Thank you, Frankie. Complete. Josh Faust. Josh Faust says, I'm a veteran to the channel. Hell yes. Veterans. Shout out to all the veterans who've been with me for years and years. It's crazy that an audience has stuck around with me for that long, but it's just, it's also really wholesome that people are willing to show that level of support and that my content's able to have that kind of impact. So it's just nice to always see the old school crowd still hanging around. This one's for Jaden Snavely. Draw a star if you feel so inclined. If possible, could you also write, in the name of God, I will smite you, made in heaven. I love your take on Pucci and his broken relationship with fate. Man, I love it when people not only write these compliments, but also like really understand the character, and I appreciate your appreciation. Thank you so much. But yeah, I can absolutely do that. To Jaden Snavely. I'll give myself some room for this one. To Jaden Snavely. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm going to draw a star next to your name. Boom. The Joe Star birthmark. In the name of God. I will smite you. 3 exclamations. And then made in heaven. Made in heaven. And then, I'll sign, I think, on the back of Pucci. I don't have enough room down here right now. Yong. Yeah. Well-chosen quote, Jaden. And may this find you well. You got the star right next to your name right here, if that's visible for you. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Let me sign, or let me write the number down here so this gets to the right person. John S. just says, I love you, Yong. No, I love you. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking. Pro Cool Guy says, hey, Yong, love you as Pucci. Will you be in JoJo Season 7? I don't know. I don't think they've even started production on that. If I get to audition for it, I'll give it my best and see what happens. Let's see. Samutech01 says, Gravity 2, when? Oh, the sequel to Gravity? Yes, of course. We've all been waiting for that. Zolcom says, I've been here since the Dragonborn film. Man, talk about a callback. I wish I had the time to finish part 3. I really do. But it's literally months of work by myself, and I just can't find the time for it anymore. I hope one day I can, like, do a big send-off for it, but I gotta find the time. Merca45, can you recite the 14 phrases to the green baby? God, like, from memory? No. Let's see. Spiral stairs. Rhinoceros beetle. Abandoned town. Fig tart. The path to Dolorosa. Rhinoceros beetle. Wait, can I? Hydrangea. Rhinoceros beetle. Hydrangea. Oh, spiral stairs. God damn it. Not my brain like lost its train of thought. Beetle. And then Secret Emperor? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing a few in between. But I do know the last one, Secret Emperor. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also going by the dub, which did, I think, adjust some things just to match the lift flaps. I think I got close. I don't know. Somebody in the chat will post all of them, I'm sure. But there you go. That was my best attempt. Okay, so that order is complete. Thank you so much, Jaden. Just James Game says, Yong, long-time fan, first-time caller. Congrats on the voice acting work. Your industry videos are class. Hope you continue the good work. I hope you continue watching, and I'm glad I'm able to do good stuff for you, and that you enjoy my content. All right, now we get to, let's see. These are the non-VIP orders, as in, like, you know, the VIP orders I go first in terms of shouting out and signing here live. Doesn't mean these orders aren't equally special. They just happen a little later. But now we're getting through the other ones here. I got a decent amount of orders. I really appreciate it, guys. Man, this is you guys are too kind. All right, this one's for Cairo Mitic. I hope I said that right. I feel like I said that wrong, but please feel free to correct me. But you want to print for Madeline Cookie from Cookie Run Kingdom. Go figure. Yeah, I can go ahead and do that for you. Cookie Run Kingdom is this mobile game that is surprisingly deep in its lore, but has all these like wholesome cookies as characters. And I play Madeline Cookie, and he's sort of this like knight of swords, and he relies on the light to power him through the darkness and stuff like that. And he's very much a bit of a himbo. And he talks like this, and ha ha ha! Is that very knightly, like, let's do this, yes, let's destroy evil. But also, is my hair okay? You know, he's very, like, self-absorbed at times, where he talks about how perfect his complexion and his hair is, and But he's a wholesome dude, all in all. Just, you know, needs a bit of guidance sometimes. And a bit of calling out from his friends. But let's see. I'll sign this in silver as well? Or should I go with something more legible, like gold? How legible is gold here? I think it's pretty legible. Just to Cairo Mitic. To Cairo Mitic. There we go. Make sure I spell it right. Signed. Yong, yeah. Got the gold font right there for you. Very appropriate given how much gold there seems to be in this particular print. And yeah, I'll have that sent over soon. Write your number down. Thank you so much, Cairo. And we got another request for a Madeline print. I wasn't expecting to get Madeline orders today, but why not? Let's see. This is to no one, but there's a special instruction here. Can you put espresso, make sure you take care while I'm on my journeys, all right? Till we meet again. On it, please? Absolutely. I know the fans of Cookie Run Kingdom like to ship Madeline and espresso. We'll see what happens. You know, it's not up to me, you know. But there is definitely, at the very least, a very wholesome friendship there. Very opposite characters, but I don't know. Just really made for each other. Let's see. So let me just write the quote and then sign it, I guess, since I don't have a name here to address this to. Espresso, make sure to take care while I'm on my journeys, all right? Till we meet again. Espresso. Espresso, make sure you take care. Make sure you take care while I'm on my journeys. Journeys. All right. Till we meet again. Till we meet again. Exclamation. I'll sign this up here since there's no room on the bottom right anymore. Yong. Yeah. There's the quote for you. It's right down there. My signature is up here. To whoever this is going to, may it find you well. Let me write your number down. Awesome. And then Ash Fury asks, how did you feel about resetting the universe? I'll be honest, not good. Like, you know, in a playful way. Watching my character just destroy my cast members during our watch party that we did shortly after Batch 3's launch, I was like, sorry guys, we're still friends, right? I'm not really Pucci, you know that, right? He's fictional. You know, just, yeah, Pucci really goes ham at the very end and literally party wipes. That's never happened before. This is, I don't know about part 7 and 8, but in part 6, I believe, is the only part where the main cast just gets wiped to that extent. Of course, they come back in their alternative forms in the new universe and the reset universe, but it was, yeah, that was still like rough to watch. You know, Jotaro, I've known about this character and seen this character throughout so many JoJo parts, and to see my character kill this beloved character who I love was like, oh boy, how do I feel about this? On one hand, yay, my character's badass. On the other hand, oh shit, he's killing one of my favorite characters. That sucks. So a lot of emotions going on is how I'd put it. Let's see. Here's another print to question mark, but there is a special instruction. Sign as both Pucci and Yong. Yeah, please also make a favorite quote at the bottom. You got it. Let's see. So I'll do the signature. Yong. Yeah, ooh, you got this one in gold. And then I'll sign Enrico Pucci, and then a quote. What's another quote suggestion? Made in heaven is the future. That's one of the quotes from the final episode. Made in heaven is the future. 3 exclamations, because that's a big deal. To whoever this is going to, may it find you well. Made in heaven is the future. Trust in it. Don't question it. All right. Signed that in gold by accident. I think it's a little darker, but, you know, it's still legible. So it'll be fine. Next up, Roland. Oh, wait. Wait, did I just sign for... I saw an order for... Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, a VIP order just came in. That's what happened. Okay. For Andrew, there we go. Please write, do you believe in gravity? Of course. I'd be more than happy to. Jay, is voice acting your true passion? Yes, 100%. It is the thing that I mean, acting in general, I think, is my passion. And also, I mean, I love YouTubing as well, but, like, acting is really where I feel the happiest and most fulfilled. You know what I mean? It's really hard work, and it's a skill you have to develop over time, but, like, voice acting is, like, the best of both worlds, right? I love video games and animation and anime and all these things, and then voice acting, you know, I just love acting in general. Voice acting takes the two. It takes acting and all these different mediums that I love and combines them. Not only do I get to act, but also get to be a part of these IPs that I'm just such a big fan of, or that I just, you know, have enjoyed for however long or will enjoy down the line. And so, yeah, it's the coolest job ever for me. You know, it's genuinely a passion of mine that I'm not doing for money. You know, like, moving out here to LA is expensive. I'm probably losing more money than if I would have just stayed back in Delaware, but I feel happier being in LA and, you know, spending the expenses required to live in LA, but still be able to pursue the things that makes me happy, the dreams and passions that make me feel like I'm leaving a mark, you know, and that I gravitate towards. No pun intended. But yes, do you believe in gravity? I can write that for you. Andrew. To Andrew. Do you believe in gravity? Question mark. Yong. Yeah. Andrew, good sir. Thank you so much for the support and for tuning in. Let me write down your number for you. And may this arrive in your mailbox safe and sound. Jay says, thank you for answering. You got it. Moses GG asks, what anime would be your dream project to work in? Ooh, I mean, JoJo's definitely up there. Honestly, I grew up watching Dragon Ball, so I'd love to be a part of Dragon Ball one day. It's not like the peak shonen show of all time or anything, but it's iconic, you know what I mean? And it just takes me back. So I really do want to do something for Dragon Ball. I hope Chainsaw Man, I hope to get in one day. I've been that show's incredible. That anime has been just nailing both the production value, but also, like, really understanding the source material and really bringing it to life in a really compelling way. So Chainsaw Man's up there for me as well when it comes to animes. My Hero Academia I hope to get into one day, you know, but all in due time, you know. It's one of those things you can't force. You just gotta work at it and see what happens. Okay, to Roland. Draw a quick Pucci to the best of your ability. Are you insane? What have you done to me? All right, I'll do my best. I can't guarantee it'll turn out good. Let's see. To Roland. Oh boy, how do I do this? All right. Let's start with his. I'm just gonna. Okay, I do have prints here that I can reference. So let's see. Let's see. Shit. This is gonna be bad. Oh boy. Let's see. Got a little pizza slice on top of his head, accompanied by Another smaller pizza slice. Man, I'll show you guys in a bit. Let me. I gotta focus for this one. And then, God, his freaking eyebrows. It's hard to. I'm gonna draw pre-transformation Pucci, because that I can't do post-transformation Pucci with the freaking crisscrossing eyebrows. This is already complicated enough. So, let's see, eyebrows here maybe like that. And then, boom, his eyes. Like that. And then another pizza slice for his hair. Oh, God. Oh, this is so hard. Why'd you make me do this? I hope it turns out okay. You dug your own grave with this one. If it looks like shit, you know, it's still my fault. But just warning you. Let's see. All right. So the chin frickin' thing does like a little zigzag thing. Oh God. Okay. Nose. And then I'll give him an evil grin, an evil smile. And then boom, 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 boom. Okay, this is actually not turning out as bad as I thought it would. This could have been worse. Let's see, ears. And then boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Okay, that could have been worse. So let me show you how that turned out. Let's see if the camera can. Does that show? It's a little blurry because it's out of focus, but you can see right there. It's kind of, I don't know. It's good enough. I don't want to mess this up. This went better than I thought it would. It looks like a person at least, so, you know, take it or leave it. But there we go. My quick drawing of Pucci. Let me sign it for you. Boom. Signed, Yong. Yeah, with a drawing that you requested. Made us find you well, Roland. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. Let me write your number down as well. Okay. ST says it won't just turn out okay. It'll be made in heaven. Winky face. Snavel says, Yong, yeah, new passion, art. I used to sketch a lot back in the day. I used to draw a lot back in the day. I haven't had as much practice lately. So, yeah, I've gotten pretty rusty at it. Hold on, give me a sec. There we go. So, yeah, I've gotten pretty rusty at it, and I do want to go back to it at one point and just build that hobby up, because it was a lot of fun. It was super relaxing, and you just got to vibe while drawing and just really clear your mind of everything else and just focus on the work at hand. And it was just really relaxing and therapeutic. But also, just there's a satisfaction that comes from, like, you know, sketching something and you going, damn, that turned out good. Draw a quick Pucci to the best of your ability. Okay, so that's done. Next up, DJ. Let's see. You want this print right here. I'll get this signed for you. So, to DJ, add hope the water serves you better than it did JoJo and company. Wow, that's harsh, but accurate. There we go. Okay, to DJ. Hope the water serves you better. Hope the water serves you better than it did JoJo and company. Than it did. Oh crap, I smudged serves. I hope that's legible enough. Serves. There we go. Serves you better than it did JoJo and company. Should I write out company? This is just written as CO, co. I'll just write co, sure. I don't know, it looks wrong. I'll write company. No, I'll keep it co. I don't know. I'll just write it exactly as written here. From yours truly, Yong. Yeah. Serves, yeah, that's still legible, I think. Yeah, that'll work. May this print find you well, DJ, and may your experience with water be better than it was for Joe Stars and that whole group. Number 115. Okay, let's complete that order. Let's see. Scott Trogam says, can you pop a picture of Pucci up? You can just Google image that, can't you? Or if you go to the link here, you got some artwork, some prints of Pucci. Josh Faust Community says, my art was really good ever since I was a little kid. Still really good today. Man, I wish I had kept up, honestly. But it's making even one piece of artwork is so time consuming, and there came a point where I just knew I wouldn't be able to find the time for it. So I decided, you know, there were just other things that I had to prioritize, but hopefully when things die down in terms of my crazy, occasionally insane schedule, I can get back to it and pick that skill back up again. We got another one, too, question mark. No name to address this to, but the quote written on it should be, my gift to humanity, a voice made in heaven. That's a great quote. I'll definitely write that for you and sign this for you. My gift to humanity, a voice. My gift to humanity, a voice made in heaven. And then I'll just sign that. I guess I'll sign it as Pucci as well. Pucci. And then my big signature, Yong. Yeah. Oh yeah. So whoever this is going to, this is what that looks like. I hope it finds you well and hope it is to your satisfaction. Did I write down your number? Nope. There we go. Okay. How many more do I have to go? Quite a few. So yeah, I want to get through these. I'll do like one chat question or one chat comment and then one signature to keep things going. I don't want to keep you guys here for too long. How long have we? Oh, we've already been live for 2 hours. I guess time flies when you're having fun. Let's see. What's one comment I can? Cole Phelps says, I loved you as Ratatoskr and Ragnarok as well. There seems to be some confusion there. Ratatoskr is played by ProZD by Sungwon Cho. I play one of the Raider enemies who you can kill. I think I might be the first enemy you fight in God of War Ragnarok in that intro section. But yeah, I didn't play Ratatoskr. All that credit, 200% goes to Sungwon Cho, who did phenomenally. Just utterly nailed that role. Made me laugh and chuckle quite a few times. Putting that out there. I don't want to take credit for something that I didn't do. Ooh, we got print number 169. Nice. No name to address this nice print to, but great number indeed. Let's see. Can you draw a little snake eater face by your autograph and write kept you waiting, huh? God, all these drawing challenges. I'll try, I suppose. Let's see. A snake eater. Snake eater face. Like, what does that mean, a snake eater face? Like, the face of Solid Snake, or a snake literally eating itself? I think, just as a joke, as a little special treat, I'll just do like that snake eating its own tail thing. Snake eater. I don't know. This is the level of creativity with which I'm working with right now. So, to no one, but I'll Yeah, I don't know. Draw a little snake eater by your autograph. I know it's Metal Gear, but I don't know if I should draw the character snake or a little snake eating. Oli Ren says, just came here to congratulate you. Felicidades por tus logros, compa. Keep it going. Pues muchas gracias. Really appreciate it. I'll just draw snake eating itself. That's yeah. That'll be like a special little treat. I don't know. Nobody else has gotten a snake eating itself from me, so let's see. Let's see. And then I'll label it snake eater question mark. And then kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting. Huh. And then I'll sign it up here. Yong. Yeah. So that's my little snake guy eating himself. He's a snake eater, and a cannibal snake eater at that, and a masochist cannibal snake eater at that, and then kept you waiting, huh? I don't know. I with these thick markers, I don't know if I'm able to draw a good snake. I promise you I did you a favor with this one. But number 169. Nice. Let's see. Social account says, I'm trying to get into voice acting. How'd you get your first roles? And did you ever expect to get to the point that you have with your voice acting? I thought it would take a lot longer to get to where I am now. Things have just really been taken off, and been involved in just some really cool projects, and there's still some really cool stuff that I can't announce. As for how I got my first few roles, well, I submitted some auditions. I moved to LA and happened to get the attention of someone who was like, hey, I think you can act, so I'll refer you to the casting director for this studio, Bang Zoom, who does a lot of anime dubs. And so I sent the casting director my demo reels and all my resume and just basically anything that I could offer in terms of information and my breadth of experience in terms of the voiceover work that I've done. And eventually, yeah, I started getting auditions, and one of the auditions happened to land, and I got cast in Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. So a lot of it was about, networking and showing that you can act, and then getting your demo reels and make sure your demo reels are good. And it's this whole process, really. You really have to go for it. It's you got to take it seriously. Once you want to do it professionally, you have to treat it like a professional job. And so I really just did the groundwork and put myself out there until somebody noticed me and said, hey, I think you could maybe do this. Let's give you a little test trial and see how you do. And from there, I kept doing more and more auditions, and I kept getting more and more roles, and eventually I got JoJo through an audition. Stephen Pham says, we have a meet and greet table at Anime Impulse in January. Do you know which days you'll be there? Yes, I will. I'll be there both days of Anime Impulse, essentially. I forget. I think it's like the 13th, 14th, or 14th, 15th. I'll be there both days. So if you want to meet me in person, if you're in Los Angeles and are attending Anime Impulse in January, you can meet me in person, say hi, and, get stuff signed if you want, or just, stop by and hang out. But all right, on to, let's see, a super chat here. Michael Burnside says, your performance was incredible. Love you, bro. Ah, man. Well, that's very kind of you to say, Michael. Appreciated. Love the JoJo fans and just all the people who have been so enthusiastic. Again, it's energy that I take and give right back to my performances. And I'm just glad that I'm able to do my job and enjoy it, but also able to genuinely give people just something to look forward to, it's nice when you have a positive impact where people go, man, I really enjoyed what you did, and it just, like, if my performance made you have a good time, then my job's done, you know what I mean? Okay. Let's sign this one here for Nam Nguyen. Let's see. Can you also write Made in heaven under my name? Hell yes, absolutely. Nam. 2. Nam. Nguyen. Made in heaven. Exclamation. Signed. Yong. Yeah. This is going out to you, Nam. Thank you so much. May this find you well, and may your days be so great that you will always be saying, today was made in heaven. Write your number down. Gonna sign a couple more so we can get through more of these. Shannon Blinston. I, Megan Bryan, handled Jinxed Pixie and purchasing this for my Aussie friend Shannon, who streams under the name Vex Composure. Alright, so I'll make it out to Shannon. Yeah, do I write anything on it? Or is this just a statement of a fact? So I guess I'll just write to Shannon Blinston and sign it, because I'm not getting any particular special instructions in terms of what I should write on it. So simple, to Shannon Blinston it is. And this is for this one. This is artwork by Yoshitako Steph, who just also does awesome work. Let's see. I'll write up here to Shannon Blinston. Blinston. AK Vex Composure. Do I write that too? I'll just keep it simple. Shannon Blinston and then Yong. Yeah. Got a great friend there, Shannon. And thank you, Megan, for the support. And I signed it right up here. And may this find Shannon well. And all the best with all of her streaming endeavors. Oh, gotta write down my number here, or the order number. Let's see. Trinity of the Phoenix. Any other projects you're working on? No names, obviously. Yes, there are a number of projects that I am working on, and I can't say what they are because NDAs. That's how that works. I wish I could tell you about some of the stuff that I'm working on. It's exciting stuff. That's all I'll say. But it'll be announced in due time. So that's that. Jared Ferris. Alrighty. Just make it out to Jared Ferris. No special instructions. You got it, sir. Let me sign this to Jared Ferris. Signed. Yong. Yeah. Number. Okay. Thank you very much, Jared. This one's going out to you, good sir. And then I'll do one more for Jake and then look at the chat again. Actually, let's look at the chat real quick. Panic then Run says, what was your first voice? Do you mean out here in LA or just like ever? Or like paid gigs? I think my first voiceover work was like for a mod or something, which I did for free. In terms of my first paid work, I played a character in this PC, or it might be out on other consoles, but it's the Steam game called Lorelei. It's this adventure game that has like creepypasta, horror elements to it. And I play this character called Jimmy the Traveler, who like, he's kind of trapped in dreams and navigates dreams, and he has a very calm way of speaking. He kind of talks like this all the time. And I remember, yeah, that was my first paid gig. But that was before I moved to LA. Once I moved to LA, the first role I voiced was Marbus in Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun, the first role I ever booked in LA. Big shout out to Mami Okada, the casting director, for giving me that opportunity. This one's to Jake, and he wants to quote, "You were 2 steps too late on it." You got it, sir. Let's see. To Jake. You were 2 steps too late. Also, evil smiley face. Signed, Yong. Yeah. Hey, Nam Nguyen is here. Thank you for signing the print on stream. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the support, man. I'm more than happy to do it. It's always cool when I'm able to see the folks in the chat itself. Michael Burnside says, the emotion you put into the character was insane. Well, I'm glad that came across. I tried my best to infuse as much emotion in the moments where they were needed. Trinity of the Phoenix found your channel back when you were reporting on Skyrim news. Oh, man, you're real old school. So glad to see you in the voiceover industry. I remember some of your first demos. Congrats. Yeah, good times. And those demos were stepping stones towards some of the roles that I've gotten. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to step into professional voiceover, one of the first things you have to do is get some demo reels done. But I'm glad I was able to, yeah, get my foot in the door, and this is really just a dream thing that I get to do. And it's not always easy to achieve your dreams or to pursue your dreams because life circumstances get in the way, and I get all that, you know. Let's see. Otto Lindell says, keep up the good work. If possible, could you try to draw the stand arrow on the back side of the print with gold? Feel free to make the arrow any size you think looks best. If you can't draw on the back, draw a smaller one on the front side. All right, I'll try to draw it on the back. Let's see. So this is to Otto Lindell. I guess keep it simple on the front, just my signature. To Otto Lindell. From Yong. Yeah. Okay. And then on the back, I'll try. Can't guarantee it'll look any good, but let me look this up. Let's see. JoJo Arrowhead. Okay, there it is. Ooh, Jesus, that's a little intricate. Let's see. Oh, this is the poster, by the way. So on the back here, I'm going to try to do my best and draw this thing. So let's see. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not going to make it like super 3D looking. Oh boy. I think I'm already ruining it. And then a little freaking like beetle here. A little fin. This is gonna look like shit. Sorry. Just putting that out there. Let's see. Maybe. And then. And then that maybe. A little beetle here with a sharp, pointy thing. Yeah, this is a little rough. Legs here. And then another leg here. Yeah, I don't know. I tried my best. Oh man, this is harder than I thought it would be. I don't know, something like that. Things look kind of off. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I don't know. This is the best I could do. It's not great. Whenever you ask an actor to draw something, you always run the risk of a shitty drawing. I don't know. This is the arrowhead. There we go. Is that something? That's decent enough, right? I feel like if I color it in, I'm just gonna ruin it. So I'm gonna just keep it like this. Oh, there's some like design elements here, like little circles and stuff, little veins of stuff. So I'll just like, sure, draw that out. Just draw elements of the weird pattern going on there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Yeah, I don't know. Something like this is all I can give you. That'll work. And then I'll write your number in the back. That's number 128. Thank you, Otto. I hope you're satisfied with this very rough sketch. If you ask me to draw something, I can promise you it'll be good. Deej has a VIP request here, so that's number... Okay, so you're asking for this print. Michael Burnside says, I wish you a long success, brother. I appreciate that, man. Inky is asking Immortal King. Yong, at Immortal King, Yong did a shampoo commercial. I don't recall doing a shampoo commercial. And if I did, I didn't get paid for it, so alright, I'm going to have to bring that up with somebody. But Deej, thank you so much. This one goes out to you. To Deej, signed. Yong, yeah. There you go, man. May it find you well. Let me write your number down, and voila. Mark as complete. Okay, this is for auto. Already did the auto one. Christopher Slittus. For signing, it'd be funny to also have it read, time is about to Yong out. I like that. Let's do it. Well played. I always like creative quotes. Christopher Slittus. To Christopher. Slittus. Time is about to Yong out. Time is about to Yong out. Signed. Yong. Yeah. Lovely quote written there in its full glory. May this find you well, Christopher, and appreciate your contribution, man. Hope you enjoy. Shipping your way soon. Let's see. Dark Whisper Nick says, have not watched JoJo at all, and your enthusiasm for the role of Pucci has really tipped me towards giving the series a shot. I'm glad you had fun, and may you get even more roles like this. Well, thank you. You know, I'm glad if... I'm always happy when, like, a performance is like, oh, maybe I'll give this show a try, introduce new fans to the series. JoJo is wild, all right? Just to get that out of the way. And it gets weirder and weirder with each part, but it's, like, insanity and bizarreness, but with a lot of heart and substance, too. So it makes you invested in the characters and what's going on, despite all the almost like laughable levels of utter insanity that's happening on screen and the crazy, insane logics for all the different strange powers that these people have through their stands and all the posing and all the... It's very stylized and in a very intentional and specific way, and it's that style is what makes it so iconic. But thank you for Christopher. Next up, we got Nasazu. Anything memorable... special instructions, anything memorably quotable from Pucci you can think of, write that on the print. All right, I will see what I can come up with. All right, this is for Nasazu. Oh my god, this cap. It keeps leaving this thing behind. Oh, let's see if I can. I need to stop just closing the cap. Nope. All right, fuck it. I'll just get more ink on my fingers. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. To Nazasu. Humans must strive to reach the gates of heaven. I'll write that. Humans must strive to reach the gates of heaven. Words to live by. Yong. Yeah. This one goes out to you, Nazasu. May it find you well. And appreciate your enthusiasm for JoJo. Because I too love JoJo, if you haven't noticed. Next one is for Will. Apion Wing says, saw Avatar Way of Water. Well, I hope I'm hearing really good things about it, honestly. Like, I was not that impressed by the first movie. Like, it was pretty to look at, but that was about all I could remember about it. I don't even remember the names of the characters, really. I don't remember the story all that much. It felt, story-wise, very generic. But I do hear the new one, they really, you know, stepped it up, and it's really good. Brian Green, wow, thank you for the contribution, man. Appreciate it. Snavels, ooh, this is one good quote. There's no such thing as unconditional love. I'll do that for the next person who asks for my favorite quote. Heffing says, hey, Yong, love your amazing content. Personally, don't watch JoJo, but I'm happy for you that you got to play a big role. Much love, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, not everyone's going to be a JoJo fan who stopped by, but, you know, still the love is appreciated. It's very kind of you to say. All right, next one is for Will. Let's see, you are getting this one right here. So, to Will. And no special instructions. This one's going to be fairly straightforward. To Will. Signed. Yong. Yeah. The number. Okay, I'm getting faster at these. Will, this one goes out to you. Heading over your way. Here's another one that's fairly simple. Just to Carlos Cianca. This one should be quick to sign as well. Also wants this print. This one's pretty popular, isn't it? To Carlos Cianca. To Carlos Cianca. Signed. Yong. Yeah. Number. Boom. Easy peasy. Carlos, thank you so much, man. Made us find you well, too. Oh, we got another one that's fairly simple. Dylan Ainley. Yeah, I'll get this one out of the way and then look at the chat real quick. For those who may have any questions, comments, or concerns. To Dylan Ainley. Also, same print. Dylan Ainley. Signed. Yours truly, Yong. Yeah. Thank you so much, Dylan. This is heading your way real soon. 137. And then I have to go now. My planet needs me. Why am I getting... Hold on. Pucci, my planet. I've been getting a lot of that meme. And I don't know why. Oh, it's a Simpsons reference. Oh, it's just like, I see. I don't know, it's just a meme that I've been getting a lot in my comments. Oh, Pucci. Oh, I understand. Gotcha. Actually, like Pucci. The character Pucci happens to have a name that's spelled differently, but is pronounced the same as Enrico Pucci. Yes, I will sign this as instructed. Would love to. All right, this one goes to Frank Orifice. See, to Frank Okay, and the quote. I have to go now. My planet needs me. I have to go now. Comma. My planet needs me. Cheers, man. Signed, Yong. Yeah. This will be going out to you. To whatever planet you live in. Yeah, the memes. The JoJo memes. Never gets old. I have to go now. Want to make sure the comma is clear. There we go. My planet needs me. Thank you so much, Frank. Appreciate the meme quote. Mark as complete. Let's see. Caleb Cottrell. Sup, Yong, yeah? Have you considered to be a visual artist in the near future? Not in the near future. If by visual artist you mean drawing and stuff like that, I just don't know if I have the bandwidth to pursue other ventures right now. I'm already stretched thin as it is with YouTubing and voice acting, so I'll do it as a hobby, but I don't think I want to do it as a professional pursuit. But, you know, I do technically visual art through things like thumbnails. You know, those I make graphics design. I do all my own graphics design for my channel and stuff. So, in a way, that's certainly visual design, right? Next up, we got Francisco Constantino. Can you write Yo Mama on it? Sure, if that if that pleases you. Why not? Let's see, 2. Francisco Constantino. Ooh. All right. Yo Mama. Request accomplished. I don't know what that's a reference to, or if it's just like a funny thing he wants me to write, some kind of inside joke. But Yo Mama is written. So, to Francisco Constantino, Yo Mama, Yong, yeah. That sounds wrong, but you know. If this is what you want, ask and ye shall receive. Yo Mama right there. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Francisco. May this find you well, too. Crispy Wontons. Crispy Wontons. Longtime fan and supporter for the channel. Not a JoJo fan, but from what I've seen of your character, I'm glad you're out there making your dream come true. That short you put out was hilarious. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm glad, too. I'm glad that I'm able to... You know, because when people look at YouTubers, all they see is like, oh, he's just a YouTuber and that's all he'll be. But it's like, people are allowed to have multiple talents and multiple things they're good at, or multiple goals and pursuits and passions. And, you know, when I first announced I was going to go to LA to do acting, people understandably were like, really? You're going to act? I mean, I've seen your videos and you sound like this. Can you really act? And it's like, yes, I can. I just haven't shown my acting publicly until voiceover, because I did a lot of just theater, which, you know, you got to be in person there for. So people didn't get to see my acting chops, if you will, until voiceover became more prominent. So now people, I think, are coming around a little more, and they're like, okay, maybe you can do this. But at the end of the day, you know, it's like validation can't be my main goal. My main goal is just to focus on the craft and have fun in the booth, in the moment, and just do everything I can do to bring the character to life and give the directors what they need for the performance that they're looking for. But, yeah. Francisco, there you go. Let's see, I got a couple more to go before we can wrap this up. Next up, Paradox. To a Better World in the special instructions. I can write that for you. To a better world. Here, just in general, to a better world, to a better future. There are aspects of this world we live in where it's all kind of going to shit, but, you know, you got to keep hope alive and fight for the goodness that we can fight for. To Paradox. Lowercase x and an uppercase x. To a better world. Signed, Yong. Yeah. Number 142. Boom. Ooh. This pile's getting kind of big. Man. Getting a... this is more orders than I thought I was going to get. Appreciate you guys. Loritz. I'm going to give this as a gift to my older brother, Loritz. Ah, that's so nice. We both love the JoJo series. Heck yes. And Pucci is his favorite character. Yes. Loritz, if you're watching this, you're awesome. Could you write something along the lines of achieve heaven on it? Sure. Yes, absolutely. Let's see. Do I have any more of that print left? I do. Okay. I think this is the last one for this one, so... Unless there's one more here. Wait, no, there's one more. Never mind. Then, yeah, we're good on that front. Okay, 2 Loritz. 2 Loritz. May you achieve heaven. How about that? May you achieve... Oh, shit. I misspelled it. Achieve. Heaven. Yeah, that'll do. May you achieve heaven. Signed, Yong. Yeah. Loritz. You got a very, very awesome sister. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the final season, or the final part of the final season of the current universe of JoJo. And I hope I was able to do your favorite character justice if you watched the English dub. Let me write your number back here. Damn it! There we go. The lid, just something in there just keeps getting stuck on the tip here. Alright, I want to make sure these are all numbered, because otherwise Streamly won't know who to send them to. Okay. I'll look at the chat in a bit. Let me actually get through as many of these real quick, because we're almost 3 hours in soon, so I want to be sure I let you guys go. But Joseph Kidd, let me sign this for you. No special instructions, just want to say thank you and keep up the awesome work. You did an awesome job voicing Pucci. Also, love watching your YouTube content as someone who also hates seeing the darker corners of the video game industry. Well, that's so kind of you, man. I got to give you a special message. To Joseph Kidd, thank you for the kind words. I'm just going to keep it simple. Or your kind words are much appreciated. To Joseph Kidd. Joseph Kidd. Your kind words mean a lot. Your kind words mean a lot. Your kind words mean a lot. Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Cheers. Cheers. Best. Signed, Yong. Yeah. Joseph Kidd, really, really do appreciate the kind sentiments. And yeah, I hope this finds you well. And I hope I can continue to entertain you both through my voice work and my YouTube content, which I've been fortunate enough to do for a while, thanks to just an audience that always keeps coming back. You know, that's what keeps it alive. Next up, Dax. Also says, write your favorite quote from Pucci. If you have any suggestions, chat. I do want to keep each one as different as I can, but I might just repeat one if I can't think of anything. To Dax. Diddle says, thanks, Yong. Oh, are you Joseph Kidd, perchance, or Loritz? Either way, I'm glad you could make it. Paradox says, just got the email. Didn't think I was going to get it done on stream. Thanks. Oh, no. I want to get through. I only have a couple more left now, so I think I'm able to get through all of these. I'm glad I was able to catch you on stream and say hi to you. Appreciate it, Paradox. Yohik says, hey, Yong, I've been a Shadow viewer for years now and just wanted to take this opportunity to say I love your content. I'm so proud of your voiceover accomplishments. Keep it up. Will do. And again, those positive sentiments just inspires me that much more to keep at it and motivates me to, you know, just to keep climbing that ladder and seeing where this career takes me. And hopefully I'm going to be able to share some more great news with you guys and partake in this joy communally with you all. Like it really, it means a lot. Like trust me, like I know I'm supposed to say, oh, it means so much, but like when I first moved out here to LA, it's like I didn't feel alone because I had such a devoted and just not even devoted, just a cool audience who would look forward to my content and would support me and cheer me on and make me feel confident that I can do this, you know. So that's really nice of you. Diddles is Joseph Kidd. Heck yes. Welcome, welcome. Distro555 Yong, dude, you killed it as Pucci. In more ways than one, I killed a lot as Pucci, but also I'm glad you enjoyed the performance. Thank you so much. Greed1914, just saw your name in the Ragnarok credits. Oh, God of War Ragnarok. Yes, I played the Raiders that you can kill in that game. There's like 2 or 3 voices for the Raiders. I'm one of them. And so I'm under additional characters. But yeah, that was so much fun. It's such an honor to be a part of such a masterpiece of a game, you know? Ghostly says, long-time watcher, finally catch you on a stream. Heck yes. Love you, man. Love you too, Ghostly. And very kind of you to contribute. But mainly, yeah, it's always cool to be able to connect directly through these live streams. I don't get to do these often enough. So when I do, it's nice to just have that interaction. But yeah, 2 Dax. Write your favorite Pucci quote. Man. In the name of God, I will destroy you. I hope, you know, Dax knows this isn't directed at Dax. This is just a Pucci quote. So, in the name of God, I will destroy you. I will destroy you. Dash Pucci. Make sure he knows this is a Pucci quote, not a Yong Ya quote. I do not want to destroy you in the name of God, Dax. I value you as a person. I'm not like Pucci. He's a dick. I'd like to think I'm nicer than him. Signed, Yong. Yeah. Thank you so much, Dax. This is heading out your way in the not-so-distant future. Boom. A couple more to go. Let's see. This one's for Caden, who seeks for me to sign this particular print. Caden says, could you put your favorite line of Pucci there? Also good. Oh, they're all so good it makes it hard to pick. Tell me about it. Oh, man. So many people are like, can you write your favorite quote? And I'm like, I don't know. I have so many multiple favorite quotes that I want to cycle through them and not just give you the same favorite quote. If possible, could you also draw a small stone ocean butterfly? Thank you for all the amazing content over the years and hopefully many more. Indeed, to many more. Appreciate it, man. So to Caden. To Caden. Hallelujah, beloved Dio. How about that? Hallelujah, beloved Dio. I'll make sure I am spelling hallelujah correctly. I always forget how many L's there are in which syllable. Hallelujah. Okay, 2 L's and then 1 L. Hallelujah. Beloved Dio. Boom. 3 exclamations. Signed. Yong. Yeah. Hallelujah, beloved Dio, and hallelujah, Caden. Thank you so much, man. This is heading over as soon as I am able to ship it. Signed, or actually, not signed. I already signed it. Number 1. Okay, cool. That's complete. Austin Merrick is up next. Josh Faust says, a fellow Pokemon fan. Fine Fictional Men says, hi, Yong. I really love your videos. When it comes to ethics and journalism, you're one of the few who covers gaming news right. You know, I do my best. I'm not perfect. I don't want to come out here and act like I'm perfect at my job. I've made a few mistakes here and there, but I do, you know, do my best to give you guys the best information possible, and I'll give my takes, and it might be wrong, or it might be right, or it might be subjective, but at the very least, as long as I'm able to present information in a way that's easy to understand, and in a way where you can really understand the depths of the story, and I'm able to present every facet of it, you know, at the very least, if I can do that, I'll be happy. But thank you for enjoying and joining in on all the gaming news over the years. Really appreciate it. This one's to Austin Merrick. Write down a Pucci code, and it will work in the bottom right corner. Okay. To Austin Merrick. Merrick. Oh, the other... Caden asked for a Stone Ocean Butterfly. Let me do that one in gold, just to differentiate it. Let's see. Stone Ocean... Is it just like a regular butterfly, or is there something specifically special about it? Okay, yeah, it does have like a... I can't do the intricate designs and stuff, but I can try to... Oh boy. I'm gonna keep it simple. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. So it's got a little body here. Right, yes, little stick thingy, some antennas. Boom, and then the wings. Okay, and then that goes in like that. And then boom. And then boom. Then same with the other side. Try to make it as symmetrical as possible, and then try to capture some of the design elements, I guess. Give me a sec to concentrate here. So I don't know, that's the best I could do butterfly wise. Little gold butterfly up here. It's a little not symmetrical, but it should be good enough. So to Caden, may this find you well, and I hope the butterfly is decent enough to be recognizable as a butterfly. But to Austin Merrick, what was I doing with you? Right, Pucci quote. What's another Pucci quote? There's no such thing as unconditional love. Let's go with that one. Thank you, chat. Appreciate the help. Appreciate you looking out. There is no... Oh, there's like a piece of hair here that's... There we go. Such thing as unconditional love. As Pucci says, true unconditional love, my dear, is the reward of reaching the gates of heaven. You may go. I remember that line. There's no such thing as unconditional love. Signed. Hold on. Dash, Pucci, and then signed Yong. Yeah. And then your number is... Sweet. To Austin, this is heading your way real soon. Thank you so much, bud. Mark is complete. Shizuru94 says, looks great in my opinion. The butterfly? Okay, good. I'm glad. I'll take it. Vignesh Kuala Punani says, thoughts on Death Stranding 2, Pucci? Well, I do hope it comes in physical medium. So, Pucci would get the discs version. But no, I mean, I don't know what the gameplay will entail, if it's going to be an extrapolation and an expansion of Death Stranding 1, or if they're going for something a little different. Either way, I'm excited. Like, I played through Death Stranding twice. 3 times, actually. Twice the original, and then 1 time the director's cut. And, I mean, I'm very intrigued by how the story is going to continue, so I'm definitely going to get the game. I'm definitely going to play it, and I'm sure it's going to be fascinating no matter what, because it's friggin' Kojima. Ooh, we got this print right here. To no one, or nobody to address to, but please sign as Pucci and yourself. Gold pen, please. Okay, sure thing. Gold pen it is. I'll sign it sort of towards the bottom here. So I'll do... Boom. Yong. Yeah, and then... Enrico Pucci. Ooh, this marker's kind of thick. So I hope... I have more of these prints. Yeah, let me actually do another one where the signature is a little more clear. So let me make it bigger. Yeah, and then Enrico Pucci. That's better. Okay, there we go. Sign it right here in gold. Yong, yeah, and Enrico Pucci. It's a little blurry on the camera, but it's legible. And you are number 160. This will be heading your way. To whoever this is going to, please enjoy. And thank you so much. Much appreciated. Caleb Cottrell, are you going to Clinton Sim since it won Game of the Year? Am I going to play Bill Clinton Simulator when it's out one day? That's a game so good it won Game of the Year without even releasing, or before it was even in development, before it was even conceptualized, it won Game of the Year 2022. That's a game with merits, so we'll see what happens. Favorite From Software boss? Bill Clinton. No, man, favorite. Favorite is, I think, Ishin from Sekiro. I love that boss battle. It's you know, challenging in all the right ways, epic in all the right ways. Hesitation is defeat is such an iconic line. And being able to freaking catch lightning and send it back at the enemy is epic, and just the setup, the environmental setup, and the lightning that builds, the storm that builds as the battle goes on. It's such a cool freaking boss battle. I'm gonna have to give it to Ishin. Abara says, Ayo, VF Pucci was one heaven of work. I really appreciated with your acting skill. Love from Korea. Oh, from Korea. 안녕하세요. Yeah, 반갑습니다. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, to all my Korean friends out in Korea. I haven't visited Korea in so long. I want to go back. But yeah, my parents are Korean. My blood is Korean. I was born in Venezuela because my parents moved to Venezuela, but my blood is pure Korean. Both my parents are from Korea, from Busan specifically. So they speak the Saturi dialect, if Koreans will know what I'm talking about. All right, next one, too. Donovan. Let's see. Let me get you the print that you requested. Donovan. Let me actually switch back to silver. God damn this cap. Okay, let me just get rid of this. To Donovan, nothing special, just sign my name. You got it. To Donovan, signed Yong. Yeah. You're number 161. My good sir, this is going to you. May it find you well, may you enjoy it, and thank you so much. Okay. Kings of Street Fighters, I loved your performances, Pucci. Watched the dub the whole way through. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. How long do you live in Venezuela? I was born there and raised there and lived there for 14 years before I moved to America. So, yeah, I've spent sort of half of my life in Venezuela, technically. And obviously, living there for 14 years, I had to speak Spanish. But my parents also had me tutored in English from first to second grade. And then from third grade to eighth grade, they threw me into this international school in Venezuela where Americans gathered and everyone just spoke English. So that was at that point sink or swim. I had to learn English or I just wouldn't be able to get through my education. So yeah, I perfected English by just being surrounded by Americans in this international school. And then at age 14, I arrived in Delaware, and then 3 years ago, I arrived here in LA. All right, next up, Xavier Arevalo. Arevalo? I don't know. I don't know how American I should go with my pronunciations. But Xavier requested this print, which is a pretty dope one. Special instructions. This is just a message for you. A friend from college had recommended me your videos. Ever since then, I've loved your content and voice acting career, the move, everything. You're inspiring, and I hope for more great roles to come. Well, that's so nice of you to say. And the reason I do occasional voiceover updates and make those videos is to like show you guys that it's possible and hope that I can inspire some folks to pursue their dreams. To like you gotta practice the craft, you know what I mean? Like you have to become a good actor. But once you feel like you're in a good place as an actor, and you really feel like it's your calling, you never know what can happen. I'm not saying it's gonna be a guarantee, but I think with anyone who perseveres enough and is able to assess themselves enough in terms of their skill sets and how much they need to improve before they get to a point where they can be competitive with the professional voice-over actors who've been doing this for many years. It's possible to get in, and it's possible to succeed. You just have to like put the work in and practice the craft. Like with anything, like if you want to be a good painter, you got to keep painting. If you want to be a good singer, you got to keep practicing singing. If you want to be a good actor, you got to keep acting. Do free projects, do community theater, do whatever to keep your skills fresh and intact. Anyway, to Xavier, I'm glad I could have a positive impact, man. Let me sign this for you. I really appreciate it. I'll sign it on the top left here to Xavier Arevalo. Oh, crap. Okay, on to Xavier Arevalo. Valo signed. Yong. Yeah. Yes. In the right light, that right there should be fairly visible. Yeah, that'll work. Let me write the number, and this one goes out to you. Appreciate the very generous compliments. All right, we got 4 more to go, and then I think we can call it a day. Woobelator. That's a fun name. Special instruction says, thank you for the awesome voice acting and chance to get another signed print with a quote from you. Oh man, of course. Can you write the quote with quotation marks and sign as yourself? Humanity will change. This is what I've strived for. Yes, absolutely. That's a great pick for a quote. This is when Pucci's chasing down Emporio, the poor little kid down the prison's hallway, and it's just Pucci, you weirdo. To Woobulator. Let me just make sure. Okay, that's 2 B's. Woobulator. Humanity will change. This is what I strive for. Humanity. The correct quote is what I've strived for, so I'm going to change it to that just in case. Humanity will change. Exclamation. This is what I've strived for. Signed. Yong. Yeah. Oh, let me end quote this. Hope this reaches you well. Good sir. Should I always put quotations around any quotes? Some people request it. Others just kind of say, put the line here. But I don't know if I should put a quotation around all of them, or if people prefer without quotes and just written directly on it, like it's just a sentence rather than a quote. I don't know. Either way, this is a good pick for print. May it find you well. This is also by Noon Vincent. Dope artist. Really dope. Oh, hold on. Did I write the number down? Nope. Give me a sec. Okay. 3 more. And then I'll look at the chat for a sec, hang out with you guys for a bit, and then call it a day. We've been at this for 3 hours now. Time flies. Hold on. This print this one's for Jake, but I ran out of that specific print just now. Right? Yeah. They didn't send me enough of that print, but I'll just have them ship me extras, and then I'll sign it for you, Jake. Sorry, yeah. He also wants this print, but I just ran out of these. So, I didn't like throw one away by accident. No. Weird. Well, Jake is asking, this time for heaven has finally arrived. Now tell me, do you believe in gravity? So that's the quote you want on it. The time for heaven has finally arrived. Now tell me, do you believe in gravity? I didn't sign a wrong one by mistake, did I? Yeah, no, I think I just ran out of that specific one. All right, I'll have that sent over to you, Jake. Sorry I can't do the signing live, but I want to send you the print that you requested. And 2 more. I'll mark that down for later. Both of the remaining folks want this specific print. This guy right here. So let's sign this one to Robert Collins. Signed, Yong. Yeah. Robert, thank you so much. Hope this reaches you intact, and hope you enjoy. Thank you so much, man. Last but not least, Michael Garcia. The big finale. Can you write on the front, Made in Heaven? Absolutely. To Michael Garcia. Made in Heaven. Exclamation. Signed. Yong. Yeah. Thank you, Michael. Made in Heaven indeed. Your support is made in heaven. And that concludes all of the prints. I just have one more where I need to get an extra print for this specific artwork for Jake. Once again, apologies, Jake, but there seems to have been a miscalculation on how many I had. But to close off this segment, first of all, I'm super grateful you guys took the time to just hang out with me and buy some of these prints. Sold quite a few actually, and I hope it's something that you'll cherish. And I'll certainly cherish the fact that people care about me enough that they actually want my signature. That's an interesting place in life to be, huh? Grand AM 67 YouTube says, thank you for signing my AM print, Yong. I've been watching since 2021. I've loved how you've been consistently on top of the latest gaming news. By the way, have you played the new Vampire Survivors DLC? I've got it downloaded. I barely started it. That's gonna be my new addiction for the winter break, so I'll definitely get on top of that. Sabers says, almost 3 hours, such a vibe. Yeah, man, and my stream here is showing it's been 3 hours and 4 minutes. But honestly, it didn't feel like it's been that long. It's always a blast to just chat with you guys. Justin Burbank, congrats, Yong. Can't wait to see where your career takes you next. Cox says, any tips for an aspiring voice actor, Yong? I've said this before, learn to act. It's not about the voice, it's about the acting. It's not about, oh, I can do this voice, and now I can do this voice. It's like, okay, you can do those voices, but can you convey emotions? Can you convey the character's intentions and motivations? So don't be a voicer, be an actor, is the primary tip I'd give, because a lot of people are like, I can do voices, ergo I should do voice acting. It's like, no, just because you can do a Mickey impression doesn't mean you know how to embody Mickey through sadness, through joy, through anger, through whatever, right? And so you got to develop that skill, those instincts as an actor. And then from there, you can start making your demo reels and maybe, you know, start auditioning for stuff online. Find some gigs that they're doing public castings for and see what happens. I did a bunch of free projects, a bunch of mods before I even started doing this professionally. I just got my toes wet and built up a bit of a resume, you know, So yeah, just you know, do the work to be a good actor. You know, they want good actors to play major roles. And with any profession, you need to be good at the thing that you do. You know, and it's not about voice impressions; it's about the acting. Snabble says, for more heaven and Bible scriptures here, stay tuned right here on I don't know, my church. Pucci out. Good quote. Josh Faust community, it's been an honor seeing you, Yong. Yeah, well, I mean, it's an honor that I am in a position where I'm able to hang out with a bunch of folks like yourselves and you know, receive so much love from you guys. Nanas, just with a heart emoji. Ian Sarver says, you're an awesome person and obviously a great voice actor. Keep up the good work. I'll certainly do my best. Yeah, very excited to see what the future holds and to have you guys along there for the ride. Scrambler, how to get a girlfriend in Modern Warfare 2 2022? Good luck with that. I don't know if that's possible, but if it is, then hey. Andriy Gunawan says, is hiring people who don't know the source material a good idea? As a contributor of Titanfall fanon, and I know the trend of hiring people who hated the source is bad. The thing is, look, like when the actor knows the source material, it does help. Because that actor is able to contribute creatively to like the localization. Be like, actually, I think the character would say it like this, or actually, this is a reference to this, so maybe it's better to use this word instead of that word. Like that's happened a couple times. Like the quote, "Do you believe in gravity?" It was almost not that. It was almost, "Do you believe in the forces of attraction?" or something like that. And I was like immediately, no. This line's gotta be, "Do you believe in gravity?" exactly in that order because it's such an iconic line. And you know, people in the production are like, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't realize what a big quote and big meme "Do you believe in gravity?" was. And I'm like, no, yeah, you gotta keep it, "Do you believe in gravity?" And so we found a way to fine tune it and add just the right amount of words to make sure the words "Do you believe in gravity?" make it into the final cut. So there's like stuff like that where as a fan I was able to say, I think this is how we should say this specific thing. Or, you know, things like the difference between fate and destiny. You know, there were often times where the word destiny was written. I'm like, I think fate is more appropriate for this particular line because fate and destiny are a little different in their meaning. Destiny is something you can shape and you can forge. Fate is, you know, the cosmos have decided that, you know, fate will play out a certain way. Fate you can change. Destiny, you can change your own destiny. Destiny is more about your life's choices, and fate is more about like the cosmic forces that define what's going to happen, and there's no way to change it. So it's like there's stuff like that that you can contribute as a fan of a series that you know very well and are you know, deeply ingrained in. But at the same time, there are times when sometimes an actor just captures the perfect energy for the character, and they don't necessarily have to be versed in the universe of that character's world and have to be versed in the lore and like have to be mega fans of that series to be able to convey the character properly. So sometimes they'll hire actors who may not necessarily be fans of the work, but are still really compelled by the character and are excited to play it, and are able to give the character the performance that the character needs, even if they don't have all the knowledge in the world about the universe, the world, the IP. So it really depends on the situation. But yeah, I think this might be a good place to call it. We're almost 3 hours and 10 minutes in, and it's been a blast to have you guys here. So thank you for tuning in. I'll keep the shop open for a little while longer in case there are any last minute purchases that people want to make. and I'll have these out as soon as possible. It is the holiday, so shipping might be a little slow. It might come in like sometime early next year, just as a heads up. But yeah, this was such a good time. And thank you for asking your questions, for all the kind words, for buying the prints, and for having this mutual exchange with me and spending some time with me. I'm excited to announce what comes next for my voiceover career, and obviously I'm going to keep uploading my gaming news videos. So yeah, with that, you know how it is, you know how it goes. I will see you guys next time. Yong out.